Hello, stream. We'll be getting started really shortly, so there'll be an ad coming up. Don't worry, you won't miss anything. Appreciate you being here. I need the launcher. That launcher. The launcher can close. State of decay can close. We can close the Steam one, and I'm in the channel there. So okay, we're ready to go.
Music is all magic. You can't even hold it. It's just there in the air. Pure motherfucking magic, right? This shit'll blow your motherfucking mind. Music is a lot like love. It's all a feeling, and it fills the room from the floor to the ceiling. I see miracles all around me. Stop and look around, it's all astounding. Water, fire, air, and dirt. Fucking magnets, how do they work? And I don't want to talk to a scientist. Y'all motherfuckers lying and getting me pissed.
And ICP is weird. Nah, we're doing CSR. I'm here to just play a random map. Sure, there can be 8 players. That's fine. That looks like new shit. Okay, bulwark. Factory, okay. Cave. Complex. Fortress. Hi, boy. Stronghold. Dungeon. The Necropolis. Inferno, nah. Tower, nah. I like playing elves usually in this game. Angles are cool. But I don't know if I want to try that. That looks crazy. Halfling Mechanic Armadillo Automaton. Sandward Gunslinger Coatl and Dreadnought. I remember having fun with Cave though. So or Cove. Put that on there. I'll be able to turn down the volume once I'm in the game. I am sorry it's fucking loud. The game has always been that way, and I wish it wasn't like that. Oh yeah, we'll pick up the pretty nymph lady. Let's start on average difficulty. Back to the random map. Monster strength, way up. We'll go to no water. I only want the ugly roads. No underground, so we'll go huge. There we go. How doing? Huh. That's interesting. I just got a notification again about you, Mojo, and I'm really confused, because I don't think I'm sharing anything with anyone on Twitch. What the fuck? Who the fuck am I sharing shit with that I get that shit popping up? It's just me and the duck. I'm doing well. It's really weird that that's popping up again. I'm very fucking confused. Shared band info. I don't have any incoming requests. Is it... share. It must be mod comments. There must have been someone who's been impersonating. Damn, Twitch just has it out for me, lol. Yeah, it's crazy, because, like, the Duck and I don't have you banned. That would be very stupid. I don't understand. And I mean, I can't see... Well, let me go look. I'm opening up my mod view, because now I'm curious. Like, who... Like, unless it's just baiting me now and showing me, like, an old list. Wait, let me turn that back on and then refresh my mod view and see what pops up. No, it's not showing you now in the danger zone. So let me see. Yeah, that's really weird. Yeah, I'm doing great, by the way. I've been mentally thinking about, like, if I want to play a game today at all, and like what kind of game I'd want to play. Um, and so I was just like, oh, I wonder. Okay, it says you're no longer a suspicious user. I have no idea why it was showing that to me on the OBS side. That's fucking hilarious. Because I'm like, I don't think... I thought I sorted out that issue, months ago when a certain avian streamer stopped being our friend. Well, my friend and Duck's friend. Because I know they had you banned. Man, this is really tiny. I might have to fiddle with the view. I'll save the game, because I want to try my game. I'm going to close it out. And I'll open back up Horn of the Abyss. I'm trying to make this good on my eyes, not just viewable on stream. Okay, that opened up the thing I didn't want it to open up. There was a heroes menu that showed up a moment ago. I want the damn launcher to pop up is what I want. Piss, why is the launcher not showing up now? It came up a moment ago. Heroes of Might Magic. I'm really confused. Open the file location. Maybe there's something I'm missing. Open that one's file location. No, that went to GOG. It opened up immediately the first time, and now I can't get it to open up, which is really irritating. Oh, is it HT mod settings? Hey, there we go. I'm like, I just wanted to make the map a little easier on my eyes. And I want to close this. Yeah, close up to launch the game. Hi, boy. There's no food over here, Mr. Writer. What you doing? Alright. That was... Okay, that made it a little bit bigger. Less miserable on my eyes. That's positive. It gave me not the faction I wanted to be, though. So, gonna go back to the main menu. I want to play a specific faction, and it means to me it's gonna be the pretty nymph lady, and just turn on all the new guys. There we go. Okay. I'll try that again. Anyway, I hope you're doing okay, Mojo. Thanks for tuning in, and if you were free, you can always join the call with me if you want to. That looks like it might be the Pirate Castle. Okay, now we turn the music down really loud. I'll keep it on like the minimum. Is the issue with like older games in general is the volume is always too fucking high. Oh, let's see. Get to the wood. Oh, I want to increase my trot. I want to see where they go. I want to see where I go. She likes the pirates. That's just a goblin, dude. Okay, well, we'll hire her. He'd be a sorcery. I mean, I might pick him up because he'd be just a hard spellcaster, and having that is always a good thing. Oh, that was actually really fast. Why don't I do that? We don't want to go inside that. That will be bad for us. Yeah, fuck it. We'll hire the other guy. And set him out over here. Oh. Hey, that's nice. I'll have everything I need. But yeah, if you want to join the call with me, Mocha, you're free too. Otherwise, I hope if you're playing a game, you're enjoying the game you're playing. It has been a hot minute since I played Heroes, so I will probably be fumbling in the dark quite a bit, but that's okay. Magic arrow, but I can't learn spells. Oh, let's go. Obligatory obelisk. Okay, the music is already too loud again. It's just overstimulating. Well, I could turn it down on my end. I don't have to mute it hard. There he goes. Oh. The duck did a booth today at the local Pride event and is, I think, basically EPing at this point because they were up early. So they will not be joining. That's why I'm not running a game tonight, because I knew the duck would be EP as fuck. You go over there. Let's see what's going on. Okay. Oh, basic air magic immediately. Basic air magic will lead to haste. So just immediately the best option. So you've been here, so you'll go up there. You need to go over there. And then you're gonna keep walking that way. It's just anything interesting. Satisfying noises. I'm not wholly sicky anymore. I'm having moments. But I'm on the mend compared to earlier this week. Yeah, okay. So let's go over that way. Stop by and pick up magic. This reduces terrain penalty. I mean, it might be okay, but I'd rather have the advanced offense. She might be my beat stick. Blacksmith. Oh, we get a can. Okay. Logistics is good. Tactics is also good, but logistics is way better. I'm just gonna take those. That was weird. I don't know why it wasn't letting me sort. Picked up a magic arrow. Okay. I think the crypt is probably my best option. It hasn't moved. Very cool. I'll put her back over here. Oh, the vampires are bad. Nope. Okay, we're not gonna do that yet. That's just a horde of nymphs. It might be the easiest thing. Horde. They're range boys. That's a problem. Actually, that might be the easiest fight. Fuck happens, so. Man. This. I will probably have it for next turn. I'm just gonna send him inside. Jesus is gonna stay outside. She'll tent. Plus 11, huh? Oh, there's a lot more of those bitches than I thought there was gonna be. That's fine. That's an okay trade. Teleport. Oh my god. Okay. I will lose 11 ladies. Yeah. Hypnotize. I don't know about that one. I don't think that one was a great one. Alright, now we built the castle. Now we're waiting for the money for... Well, that's good money. Yes, I want to pursue them and engage them. No. Let's come back and get troops. I get 2,000 a day, so I can build something cheap if I have anything cheap to build. Yeah, we can keep going. That's 1,000. I don't know if they get different. They get an extra attack? Oh, an extra damage opportunity. They still have the same amount of health. Oh, they have way more speed. I'm just gonna end the turn now. So I can buy the capital. And end that turn. And now I have 4,000 gold a day, which means I can buy these guys easy. Okay. Those guys look squelchy. We're not gonna take that. Wait. Yeah, I lost 7 instead of like 30. Advanced archery is an entertaining option. Yeah, sure. Drawstring. Okay. We're still gonna pursue them. 10. Piss. Well, that's my 10. Oh, I might have shot the wrong ones. I think I was supposed to go for... Oh. That went worse. Yeah. Oh, that... That's good. Okay. Get a new plan. I still lost the 10. But... it's fine. Oh, that's a lot of them. Okay. Throng is a huge amount of dudes, all in one stack. Can't build anything this turn because we bought units. Gobos! Oh, I don't think we need to do anything to lose boys here. Ugh. Oh yeah, no casualties. Good combat. Alright. No, we don't need to deal with that. With 1. Ass. 1 pirate is better than 20 you might miss though, so... yeah, we'll go for the Troglodytes next. So... nothing to see here. Okay, so... I would guess...
Oh, hey, babe.
Hope you had a good nap. Let's deal with these Infernal Trogs. Let's go. I'll wait. Shoot them. Yeah, no casualties. Basic Earth Magic is not bad if I want Mass Slow. So yeah, we'll pick that up. Me when I get ignored. I didn't ignore you. I said, oh, hey, babe. What do you mean I ignored you? Hello? I heard this shit flirtatiously. What do you want? I said, glad you're awake, wife. What are you giving me these allegations for that I'm ignoring you? It started streaming well before you took a texty, maybe. Yeah, I don't see anything. Oh, you sent me reels. Oh. I'm glad that you might have made your money back. That's good. You sent me a reel.
I get followers for my wife. It's her birthday this month. She's a really talented artist. So, good. I'm gonna get my wife some followers. If you haven't followed her yet.
Okay, but I would do this for you, wife. Okay, then the sound was way louder than you. Probably. I have my microphone turned down real loud, right? Not my microphone. My audio turned down real low right now. So that way it's not, like, blasting my ears to Kingdom Come. Because the in-game music is really fucking loud. And I have it on, like, the lowest setting. So, I apologize if it's loud. I even have it turned down on the OBS side, so... let me know if it is in the earblood section. The pub increases the amount of semen produced. Well, we'll try it. No, we'll try it. Okay. I want to go over here. Oh, good. That's good. That's a good start. You gonna hit my... Oh, okay, did he get closer to my pirate captain? Okay, now he did. Dick. She needs spells. Oh well. Oh, dick. That's awful. Go over here. The zombies move real slow, so that's the benefit of this fight. One zombie is going to get himself killed, so we're going to go over here and hit this. That's an asshole move! Man, they hit her really hard. Maybe we don't take that many casualties. I still want to do this. Okay, cool. Good start. I'll walk this way. I don't care about the crewmen as much. I'm trying to keep my gun boys alive, though, as much as I can. Please follow my wife. Yeah, no, it's definitely me. I would agree. Let's kill the 4 so we can hit another one. Yes. The rod is bad. Okay, down. This is a more controlled fight. Should have waited. But it's still... Oh, man. It's just a lot of, like... Oh, there's 6 groups. That's why I'm getting so befuddled here. Let's go for this one. Okay. Oh, I should have gone for it. He can block this one, though. Huh? I should have killed this guy and then had him come down. Oh, the captain's gonna get rocked. Dick. Oh, she kicked ass. Let's go. Oh, God, she's kicking ass and taking names. Let's go, nymphs. Oh, well, those dudes are rotting. Asshole. That's a tolerable one. I'll stop trying to fight on it. Oh, I get expert. Oh, hey, I got a cool weapon. Oh, shameless ads coming in. But yeah, no, the reel is funny. Please follow my wife. It looked like something I would do. Yeah, no, I mean, I would wear that for you, too. You could make, like, a wearable sign I could walk around a con in. And I would do that if we were, like, at a con. Or if, you know, like, you were at an event like today, but it's not abysmally fucking hot outside. I would do that. Go, like, take a little walkie. I don't know if I want the grotto. Yeah. Buy a spellbook. Where is it at? Oh, that's the information leak. That's here. Yeah. Shit, we get haste right off the bat. And slow! Let's go! I could reroll it if I want to, but I don't need to. And bless... Oh, God. Mass haste and mass slower. In queue. We love it here. Holy shit, that's gonna be popping. Well, the population 12 increased. You go take a walkie. Oh, she hasn't visited that. Okay, we'll come back with that. She can't learn Frost Ring. She could learn Magic Arrow. I guess we don't know Magic Arrow. That's funny. If I recall right, we get like a... Oh, right. We got extra production. And then you're going here. And then Magic Arrow. I'm gonna go get more troops and then I can go deal with the heartbeats. And my dudes can be upgraded. To Sea Dogs. And we'll buy a cannon, because fuck you, that's why. Now we can walk into the crypt now. No casualties. Let's go. Pendant of Life means I'm immune to Death Ripple. That's really nice. Attack and defense. Both up 2. The ad break will be over soon. So, Fred Con ideas. No, quite literally, wife. I would agree to it. I don't care about the quote. We're gonna pursue engage. Oh, hey, they're dead. Basic wisdom is really good for us, so let's pick that up. Now we can learn 3rd level spells. That's a really good day. Pick up the nest. So she hits that finally. Send her to go buy a spell. She touches Hypnotize. She touches Teleport. Let's go kill the doggies. Get the upgraded nest. And now we're starting to get sea witches. Who definitely get sea bitches. Pursued doggies, they died. Good. Exhaustible card of lumber. Oh, good. That just gives me free wood for the rest of the game. It's a cute little item. It's not always useful, but in the scenario where, like, resources are still resources. What the... Oh, crit, nice. You will wait. Uses a beat stick. No melee penalty. No enemy retaliation. Accurate shot. Nice. Oh, okay. That was brutal. Dwarves do not move far. Speed away. Yeah, those dwarves didn't have a chance. Basic artillery would be, I think, good. Yeah. Okay, Vira. Sure, you can fix issues. Me when my antivirus just suddenly pops up, you're like, "Hey, you should run me." Okay, dude. Man, more pop-ups than an internet browser. I want the expert. I mean, racer artillery is nice, but it's not important. Yeah, they visited that. Cassiopeia doesn't have wisdom right now. Or me when I accidentally click on someone's identity in that little tiny window for chat on my OBS. Okay. We can't. Okay, come over here to build a building. Yeah, we can upgrade the mage guild. Alright, there's some assholes. Okay. Yeah, we'll pursue and engage them. Oh, I don't like that at all. Oh, she didn't get there. That sucks. Oh, she took a lot of casualties there. Man. Yeah. I don't think there's anything I can do to make that better. Oh, he's got a really shitty army. Okay. Good on him. Oh, those guys look the most threatening. Dead. Oh, he cast a little magic blast. That's cute. Okay, I'll whack the goats. Oh, that guy was a range unit. Okay. Snow elves. Duly noted. Die. Alright, you die a non-heroic death, dude. Good on you. Alright. Cassiopeia gets to go get your moves now. That's, that was rude. Yeah? Yeah, you think about invading more dudes? Okay. You can keep the Nyx there, because those guys will have a lot of HP. There you go. And that will sync up. And I'll send you with that, and I'll give you the cannon. We'll give you increased combat speed. That seems pretty good. Cassiopeia can go to the port. Oh, that was an unexpected location. Get out of the way. Yeah, I wasn't expecting them to be down here. There must be like a portal of a portal? Yeah, we'll be able to start the steel golems. Maximize the damage. Let's go. Cast after a shot, advanced level. Oh, nice. Oh, assholes. Bunch of my witches. I hate that. Damn, it's fucking rude. That was a rough fight. Okay, basic artillery is nice. 2 giants. Oh, okay. Well, I'll take that. Oh, war school. Okay. And now you're on the defensive. A little bit of roost. Okay. Wow, that was a quick death. I didn't go through that teleporter. Okay. Now we can pick up the resource silo. That's nice. I mean, if Orange runs through again, I'll have an idea. Kobold Foreman. Yeah, sure, I'll murder them. Oh, I get to use tactics finally. I've had it since the start of the fight. Since the start of the game. Yep, murdered. Good call. Basic Earth magic would be really good for us on her. I don't think we can buy anything yet. Alright, so there's that asshole. He doesn't have a lot of dudes. He could be really annoying, though. The grotto seems like overkill. I need sulfur is what I need. Oh, I gotta get that anytime soon. So let's camp. Let Orange run. Like he thinks he can. Look, it's not my fault, Orange, that you were running around like a maniac. Just jumping through teleporters recklessly without an army. That's on you, bucko. Not on me. Hey, that's nice. I don't like that casualty. Oh. I need to protect my captains. Nice. Lesser. Nice. Nice. Doing good right now. I don't think they would get up close and personal immediately in one round, but I could be wrong. Oh, fuck me. Okay. They did not kill her. That's good. No casualties. Way better. Advanced tactics. Oh, basic wisdom. Oh, and she picked up a hell sword. Okay. The grotto is still not worth it. Oh, let's see. These are basic nicks, so I don't think I can upgrade them, so we'll just leave them behind. And the lady will go there. He'll come up to this one. And that's too many troops. I feel like that's too many troops, so we'll come, maybe come get that? Because, like, this, I could get the seaman, maybe, but... Naughty Gamer, hey, how you doing? Thanks for coming on in. I'm just playing Heroes of Might and Magic 3. This is a fan expansion called Horn of the Abyss. That's a second pendant of life, of course. I am playing a pirate faction. Even though I like pirates, I like pretty women, and this faction has 3 pretty women characters. I think technically... Oh, no, the captains are dudes. I bet it's 2. They got the little sea witches, and they got nymphs. Or as they are called in the advanced form, oceanids, which I've never heard that term ever. They also get little sea snakes, which is cool. But yeah, there's build an army, build up a base, fight each other kind of thing. There's not a whole lot of like economic to it other than like getting the resources, as it were. And I enjoy the leveling up mechanic because it's rooted in the role-playing game world from when this company made these games. They had a parallel role-playing game called My Magic that was at the same time to these tactical combat games being produced, which is cool. So there's a stone here that would make me think the castle's on the road, but very weird. Well, that's a lot of ladies. Let's just trim them a little bit. Nice. Okay, so let's go. Never played this, I have heard of it. The best reason to pick a faction. Oh yeah. The only other faction I typically play a lot on this one, even though I like Angels a lot, the Stronghold faction sucks, in my opinion. It has some of the weakest units. It's got 2 cool guys. In addition to the Angels, it's got a little monk that shoots a beam, and it's got a dude who's got a big sword and called a Crusader who gets to beat stick with the sword. But it's a very weak faction. The one I usually wind up playing is called Rampart, which has got elves and Pegasi. The Pegasi are pretty ladies riding Pegasus, because the motif of unicorns and Pegasi is that only women who are virgins can ride Pegasi. And it also has dragons, which is like, angels are cool, but gold dragons are cooler. And that Rampart faction gets gold dragons, so like, I always wind up playing them. I guess we're gonna go beat up She-Man. The She-Man. Have we touched that one yet? No, we have not. Okay, we can touch that. Do I have enough for the Maelstrom? No, I got 3 more turns. Oh, ordinarily, I would not think I'm going the right way. But, yeah, I mean, I'll take the fight ability. Sure. We're gonna pursue them? I love that the sea witch just curses the people after she shoots them. Man, this is tough. I just want to know if that's a good move. Oh, well, goodbye. Man, I feel like I got awarded casualties, and I could have played that better, I guess. Huh. Okay, well, we'll wait. Shoot right off the bat. I'll shoot the same guy this time. Wait. You're weakened, so I'll bop you. Yeah, I don't mind losing the ceiling there. Lost a Boydie. That's a lot better. Basic intelligence gives me more mana. That's just, like, really good. Cyclops stockpile is really dangerous, so we're not gonna go to that for a while. Yeah. I don't know where purple went, but there is an extra castle up here. Did they occupy it? No, they didn't occupy it. What the hell? I thought they would have. That was a bunch of sulfur. That's pretty cool. Bird of a perception. Oh. Yeah, I see one. So they cleared stuff. I am confused. I mean, when my enemy clears obstacles, but doesn't defend? Oh, okay. I went the wrong way. No. No, I did go the wrong way. Okay, so they had boys over there. Okay. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take that out. Yeah, I mean, those dudes don't look tough. Running at the speed of sound. I think the castle's over there for them. Yeah, that was tragic. They did not defend themselves. Another one would be good. Whoa, ooh, she's actually like really good. Okay, yeah, you can stay in there. I guess I swap out those guys. Hello, wife. I hear wife inbound. Or upstairs. Maybe wife upstairs. Yeah, okay. We're not gonna dilly-dally around here too much. It's day 7, so... There's a decent fortification there. I assume they went inside. I'm just gonna go ahead and end the turn. If orange comes out and faces me, it's one thing. Do you wish to retreat? No. Fight to the death. Okay, so... Shamans... I'm at 20 points. Do that and maybe take out that. The Yetis have some health. I have a feeling I'm gonna want to not go really hard in. They're not me. They're all. That dude up there is. I didn't do much at all. Okay, we'll go up here. Wait on that one. Ay, ay, ay. Dude hit like a truck. Hello, Mr. Yeti. And my dude doesn't have an army enough to do cool things with, but... I think I'll just move here. Move in. There we go. Fuck you and your bastards. Oh, well, that was rough hitting my captains. These guys are the toughest dudes here, so... Oh, well, that's an asshole move. Okay, let's go over here and just beat the fuck out of the goats. That's why he's the goat. No. See, no, he doesn't have any resistance to cold, so fuck him up. The haste is getting real ridiculous. Okay, we got one down. Okay. He's just... Okay. Okay. He's just bullshitting. Okay. Okay, the Yetis are rude. Oh, no more spells. Okay. Retreat. You did your part. You killed enough. Over's playing solar, all my colonies have 3 max generator districts. So it's time to build solar panels on your stations. There's also, once you've gotten the electric management development for your generator districts, you can pick up a extra an option that gives you extra districts. Can I build my maelstrom? Oh, thank God. I'm gonna need it. I don't know if Orange is gonna come outside of his walls. Oh, he did. He did. He's venturing. Kill that asshole. Oh, I couldn't kill him this turn. Pain. It'll take a bunch of sulfur to get more, but... I don't think I'll be able to hire my dude back. Oh, I can. Let's go. I always get worried when I can't hire a guy back, because he was competent. He didn't fuck it up. Oh, I'm out of money. Okay. He did his best. Wasn't great, but he did his best. He's coming through. Yeah, little fuckface. Black Towers. I could run after... I need to run after this guy. I am actually going to get slapped. Because he's got a huge defense. I might lose already. I hate teleporters. There's no way to turn them off, though. I find them the most frustrating thing possible. I'm gonna respectfully scenario, because I think I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna lose my castle, and you've got to make it back within a week, and I'll be cutting it like a day close, and I don't have an army. Because he had like 80 kobolds for some reason, or whatever they were, hit like a truck. Most dangerous thing on his team. Which is crazy, because I killed the goats that I thought were the most dangerous, but I don't know the snow faction at all. That's definitely a new one. I wish I could turn off the teleporters. Because, like, I really dislike the teleporters. I'm kind of curious what the tournament rules are for Horn of the Abyss. Let me go look and see what that option means. Let's see. Tournament rules Horn of the Abyss. If it turns off teleporters, we're turning it on. Magic nerfs. Okay. Yeah, no power liches. Oh, that's too bad. Man, I hate that. There's no way to turn off the teleports? Piss. Piss. I just don't want the teleporters on. So Cove was fun. Factory looks weird. I'll try it. Yeah, sure. No. They're starting off with spells. Well, let me just, like, do this. Oh, he gets... Okay. They're starting off with basic wisdom. Free money is pretty good. Advanced wisdom, and he gets sandworms. Okay. Tactics. Armadillos. Ballista man. Gets bumped to armor. Yeah, it's a really shitty bump for scouting. Leadership and diplomacy is a crazy combo. That might just be leadership and luck. Oh. Okay. She's just the best. Okay. Just a hard prohibition on anything undead. Showing. I hate the undead. Yeah, we'll keep letting the Bulwark show up in the I'm playing factory, let a Cove show up. Give conflicts a chance. Yeah. Hi, Mr. Ryder. I saw you walk behind me. Mom not up yet? I heard noise upstairs. Okay. Hi, boy. Yeah, hi. How was the new dry food? Was it okay? Feeling good? Feeling better? The back is starting to feel like it's got skin on it and maybe some weight on it. Your tummy doesn't feel too bad either. Doesn't feel just like ribs now, which is good. Oh, I get a... What? No way. That's crazy. That was just like money? Did I get an income of 500 bucks a day now? Oh, maybe not. I don't know. The desert aesthetic is interesting. Yes, Mr. Ryder, you're rubbing everywhere. I see that. So we get... Oh, classic Adobe buildings. I love it. Engineers, armadillos being on a ranch, automatons, sandworms in the catacombs, gunslingers in the watchtower. We get coatls in our little, like, Babylonian garden. And we get a gantry crane making dreadnoughts. Okay. Oh, and this gives additional spell points to a garrison defender. That's cool. Extra armadillos. Get a loan of 25 gold at once, but decrease the gold income from the town for 5 days by 500. Okay, so it's just like a quick money gain. That might not be too bad. And I get artifact purchasing. It'll be interesting to see what I get else. An archery dude. Yeah, he's not really poggers in my mind. I'm gonna hold off on buying a dude this turn. Hi. Hi. Oh, for the defense, for sure. Are you kidding me? I can't get to my wood? That's fucked up, game. Okay. Ended up just passion. There's some bone boys everywhere. That's disrespectful. Bone boys are legitimately denying me access to my resources. That gets me an ammo cart, I assume? Yeah. Ryder, what are you batting at? No. No. Sorry we're getting that hair off of you, boy. I don't want to pull hair off of you. But if you got a tuft of fur, I want to fix that tuft of fur. Yeah, yeah. Big chin rubs.
Hello. Hello. Anybody home?
Oh, my mic was muted. Hi, Minnow.
Hi, was
Hi.
your mic also muted on stream?
I guess? I don't know. Oh, no, it was the mute. There's a button on the mic itself that mutes it, which just really is frustrating sometimes. I guess the boy hit it because the boy walked over here and he had tough to fur and I finally got it off of him. And he then reacted really intensely to me getting it off of him. And I guess he bumped the mic button.
Rip.
But hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. How's you?
I'm alive. Okay. I was poopy tired. There's just helping this morning with Duck. I did not stay for the event. Tire prospector makes an effort look tough. Okay, so if I shake him down once a week, okay. Reduces movement cost
So,
on the wasteland 75%. What's up, sir?
is Duck still there, or did Duck get home?
No, Duck got home a couple hours ago. I think the Duck is up. They put something in my chat earlier, but I don't know if they're in bed or if they're at their desk. Because Duck talked about
I
being
wouldn't be
tired.
surprised if Duck passed out from too much people.
Well, yeah, Duck talked about being poopy tired. Oh man, that's a dragon skeleton. Rip.
I know, I died.
Hello. Oh, logistics is really good. Okay. Okay. I can't get some of the wood. Piss. Fuck these monsters. Oh, I can get crystal every day. That's cool. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and re-roll that. Oh, bless. I'll take a bless on that. I never cast protection spells. We'll do that next time. Minimizing damage.
Who needs protection spells?
Well, in the strategy tactical game, minimizing spell damage is actually really weak. Which is tragic, because you'd think that, like, you'd want to cast protection spells on your team, but no, it's just not cost effective.
It's fine.
It's just it's a little dark, and the fact that, like, it's not actually useful to cast that. What? But my people? Nah. They don't need it. Oh, yeah, buy a spellbook.
Just like you in my D&D campaign, you cast protection spells by casting death to enemy.
Look, it's an effective spell. I have cast protection from good and evil a couple times, though. It's not been, like...
That is your bread and butter.
It has been highly effective against things that we have run into, to be fair.
I don't know what you're talking about. You guys haven't been in the Feywilds most of this campaign so far.
Yeah, and then immediately, you know, the minute we got back, took a trip, met some more Fey, fought some undead, and then, like, accidentally wound up in the abyss, somehow fucking insane. It's fine. Oh, haste. That's... I think I already have haste here, though. I do. Oh, that means I can re-roll it? Is that a scroll I picked up? It's probably a scroll I picked up. Yeah, okay, I can't re-roll it. Piss. Build my capital. There we go. All right. Hey, we're rolling in the money.
You'll never see a command.
And now to shake down the prospectors. This man likes ballistas. Oh, he's a siege guy. I mean, that's something to say for that. That man is just a dude. Okay. I don't really actually like either one of these guys. So, no, not today. The bank is a cute buy. Sure, we'll buy it. Thank you, Mr. Prospector. Get checking down for money. It's fine. Oh, hey, sulfur. Pick up the ranch. I need to increase the amount of available troops. And then we'll pick up a manufactory. I'll buy all these dudes. All these guys. Oh, the Quaddle's so pretty. Wow, he's really pretty. Why do I get, like, 2 big dudes? This is really weird. I'm not used to having the option of 2 different big dudes.
I love the Rainbow Quaddle.
He's so pretty. Especially in this, like, machinist out in the hinterland faction. They just get the pretty bird. That's pretty bird dragon. That's great. Unexpected. I guess we'll do that. Yeah, we got that already. I already built something this turn, so go with the skeletons. Yeah, we're gonna gauge the skeletons.
Not the Skelly boys.
It's literally it's a mech spider. Oh my god. Wait. Oh, she's a mechanic. Okay, so little armadillo. Oh, look at him. He got extra morale. You gotta fuck this skeleton up. Yeah, beat his ass. Okay, maybe not. Not beat his ass. Okay. Okay, well, they're gone. Oh! I didn't realize the engineer had a flamethrower. There's no indication of that. It says breath attack. Oh, breath attack. It's dragon breath attack. Okay. Fuck me.
Damn. Get fucked.
That was fucking rude. I mean, I don't mind roasting and toasting the spiders a little bit, but like... fuck. Was expecting that to... just like immediately zorch. Okay. Okay, I'll turn down the combat speed again. I wanted to move faster, but, okay, there we go. If it's a breath attack, why we gotta get up so close and personal?
Because you're not... You're...
I'm not trying to be like, like, pedantic on it. I'm just like, it's a breath attack. Why do I have to get so up close and personal with them?
I don't know, ask Minnie.
Yeah, well, Minnie just, like, likes that. I feel like. That's less, there's a ranch.
I mean, it doesn't help that Minnie has a 15-foot cone, so...
Yeah. We'll try
basically has burning hands.
Spider.
Speaking of which, I keep forgetting that I'm a Dragonborn and can use my breath weapon if things are too close to me.
True. That was brutal. Oh, hell yeah, best basic air magic. Let's go. Now we can engage in some body horror with the sandworm. I don't like when the game shows me the off-the-map area. It's like, heh, you saw someone. No, I fucking didn't. What do you mean I saw someone? If I haste the spooter, does it get far enough? 1, 2, 3, maybe? Okay, it didn't get far enough. Oh.
Oh, look, they're little dragons.
Yeah, they're little lizardmen. They got little bows. They don't do any breath weapon. They're from the swamplands. Oh, that's actually like a scary stack of dudes. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. That's still also a scary stack of dudes. I have to... Oh, I can fight the rogues. Okay. That might be an option. What? Oh, that's rude. The game is like, you don't have enough. I don't even think I use crystal. I see more sulfur. Oh, okay. Those last two require crystals. Okay. I
Come on over
fucking
here.
hate
Come on, coward. Coward! I know that I want to punch you in the nose. I'll beat your goddamn ass, you son of a bitch. You're an intellectual dumbass. And I'm coming. You coward. You think you're a tough guy. I hate you, coward. We're gonna defeat this anti-human scum. We're gonna wreck the world.
We're putting chemicals in the water that are turning the frickin' frogs gay!
Do you understand? Frickin' frogs, gay,
Frogs, frickin' frogs gay!
I don't know if you ever heard the placeboing parody songs about Alex Jones. Have you?
I have heard the Frogs, frickin' frogs gay song.
Okay. Okay. There's a couple funny ones. I don't want to quit. We'll turn down the music of the game, and I will put them on stream. Placeboing YouTube. There's a couple that I really enjoy. Trying to remember. Oh man, it's been a lifetime since he did one. There's the Gay Frogs instrumental track. Why, Joe Biden? Oh, no. Yeah, no, there's a couple of funny videos here. Okay. Let me get internet time on. And we'll go ahead and put it on the placeboing. And I'll make sure internet time is up. You will die, not us.
You wanted to overrun us and poison us and take our families and kill us?
You will die, not us.
God.
wanted to overrun us and poison us and take our families and kill us.
We'll die, not us. Oh God.
God.
Oh yeah, there's the Ovaltine. Trump Dimension, that's another good one. There's the Kissing Goblins. This is a great one too. As soon as it loads, come on YouTube.
I don't want to see him kissing goblins. Ingratiating
I think
goblins.
freaking frogs is my favorite.
I don't want to see him kissing goblins. Succubus with goblins. Ingratiating goblins. In bed with a goblin. I don't want to see him kissing goblins. Ingratiating goblins. In bed with a goblin. I don't want to see him kissing goblins. Ingratiating goblins. In bed with a goblin. Dump it. Charging into a goblin's nest, some goblin vomit and slop and blood on it. Especially up to his ankles. Trump charging into a goblin's nest, some goblin vomit and slop.
Goblin vomit and slop.
I'm not expecting him to not get dirty slop. Kissing goblins,
Kissing goblins,
kissing goblins, kissing goblins. Give us with goblins. In bed with a goblin. Bed with a goblin. Kissing goblins. Ingratiating goblins. I just want to catch him in bed with a goblin. 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 Bed with a goblin.
So where did the goblin thing come from?
It started because he called Hillary Clinton's campaign a party of goblins. And because Trump was a former Democrat who campaigned for Hillary in 2012 against Obama, no, 2008. At the time, a lot of people thought Trump in 2016 was a secret Democrat who was helping to destroy the Democrat Party. There was a huge conspiracy on the right that Trump was paid by Hillary to sandbag and win the primary unintentionally. And then halfway through the primary, he had a Ross Perot moment when, wait, I can do this. And like, there's some fun, like, you could point to some speeches where he clearly is just like phoned in. And then Jeb Bush drops out of the primary because he has a cry fit in South Carolina 2 months in. And it's like the dynamic of how Trump talks on the campaign trail is very different. Where it looks like he goes from, he's just fucking around to he can do this. And Alex Jones at the time immediately jumped in and said, I don't care that he worked with goblins in the past. I just don't want to catch him in bed with a goblin. Because like Epstein was still alive at the time. And Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton have a history with Epstein, so did Trump, and so there was this, like, how deep in the shit is Trump really if he's now claiming to not be a Democrat, you know? Mm-hmm. So that's the origin of it, is, like, this weird fixation with well, how dirty is he really?
Okay. Ooh, excuse me.
Let's see. There's the Gay Frogs one.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the freaking frogs gay. Do you understand that? Turn the freaking frogs gay. Crap gay. Frogs freaking frogs. It's not funny. I'm going to say it real slow for you. Gay. Frogs. Gay. Frogs. Won't you fight for your life? Freaking frogs! I don't like a frog! Gay freaking frogs! Frogs! Freaking frog crap! Won't you fight the frogs? It's not funny! I'm gonna say it real slow for you.
Frogs!
Place point.
It's a
I'm gonna
related.
see it very slowly for you.
Gary!
God, I just got cut up. Why is SpongeBob screaming about bombs?
Okay, so just like, I'll let you catch up and then I'll explain. I paused it. Lorena wants pause for you. I like this episode a lot.
God.
Are you caught up yet?
No, like I have a 20-second delay.
Okay, so you
Or not 20-second. I have like a 10-second delay on you.
Okay, so it is pause for you at this point, right?
Yes.
Okay, so there's an episode of SpongeBob where he's trying to get Gary to do something, and it involves the fact that Gary eventually starts following Patrick around, and it bothers SpongeBob. So in order to get his attention, SpongeBob keeps escalating things to get Gary's attention, and eventually it turns into SpongeBob jumping into camera going, "Gary, there's a bomb strapped to my chest!" And Gary just going, "Meow," and walking off screen, and SpongeBob turning him going, "Gary?" And then he explodes.
God. SpongeBob was a fucking... what do you call it?
A fever dream? Yeah. I mean, that's
Yeah.
early SpongeBob, too. That's not even, like, post Steven Hellenberger. This is, like season 2 or 3. So, like...
You know, early SpongeBob was definitely that, like, especially those close-ups of, like, the hyper-realism
Oh, yeah.
that they don't do anymore in the newer versions of SpongeBob.
Because they don't understand why Hellenberger did it. But it's very funny.
Yeah, no, instead they're doing, like, 6-7 jokes instead of SpongeBob.
Well, yeah, because
Instead of, like,
it's
He trolled him.
corporate writers
actual-
doing it
He
instead
did.
of
He trolled
instead of one producer heavily
baited
invested.
He trolled
Trolled
him.
them. He
He
baited
baited
them.
I wish I was that smart. See, that's the Trump dimension. That's the Trump dimension. He trolled him. That's the Trump dimension. He baited. That's the Trump dimension. He trolled him. That's the Trump dimension. That's the Trump dimension. He trolled him. That's the Trump dimension. He baited. I wish I was that smart. See, that's the Trump dimension.
I wish I
God.
was that smart.
It's Trump. The plan of Trump. And thus by extension Trump. Trump just
It's
trolled you. But that's okay. It's Trump. The plan of Trump. And thus by extension Trump.
Oh, God. There's one more I remember really enjoying listening to. It's crazy to think this is like a decade ago.
Yeah, that and The Onion, it's just one of those things that's... I can't believe people actually listen
Oh.
to them and take them seriously.
Yeah, this is related to The Onion.
In a world without justice,
So, the spoiler to this is, like, at some point, not that Steven Seagal will show up as a character in my game. Though he is an 80s action hero, and he might qualify to show up. But I love this Onion bit where they make fun of him, and he makes fun of himself before he became fragile as fuck. That the idea of, like, the lethal low blow via Hulk Hogan was inspired by this segment here.
in
Oh,
a
God.
world without justice, where the strong prey on the weak,
Hi, wife.
Hi.
one man must face the ultimate challenge.
Master, how did they
That's so
defeat me?
cool.
They used an ancient technique.
That's the first time I've talked in about 4 hours. Hello. I was going to message you and then I realized you're sitting in a VC and I could just tell you a minnow in the VC.
Yeah, I mean, I'm live. What's up?
No, I'm talking about government secrets actually, so
Oh,
make
yeah.
sure you're live right now.
Okay.
Anyway, what I was going to say is,
Bye, chat.
you know my little Sir Pinch's art that I had Um, there was somebody cosplaying as the drag Angel Dust, and I yelled at them from the booth, just being silly, being like, "I am Sir Pitch's art, and I love your cosplay." And they actually, I would tell you, they actually bought it, and I was like, "Yay!" I
Oh,
I was like, I haven't been selling a whole lot of my Serpentine art, and I feel like I don't know if it's because people don't like Serpentine enough, and I'm like, but he's such a good boy.
I think it's because he's a niche character that doesn't get the mainstream draw. You latched onto
Yeah,
him
I
really
guess.
quickly, but he's not like main character.
Well, the thing is though, is that he is, because he's the first character that like redeems himself, so
Yeah,
he's important,
yeah, but
and he
see,
gets
the
he's
thing is,
had
you're
he's already
you're not looking at the
he's
pretty
already
hot characters. You're
Sure.
thinking about the
Can I
story.
talk?
You're-
Can I talk, please? He already has 2 songs.
Everyone has a song in that show, though.
But
That's
if you
not
remember, Adam is dead, but he's still everyone's favorite villain.
Yeah, like again, the show
That's
the
cool.
show is not like marketed towards focusing on the story characters. Everyone just draws to the characters they get attached to. So everyone loves the like the gripping anti-Christian nihilist character that like it works out, sure, but like
You're talking about Adam?
yeah.
That's fair. I wasn't sure. You put a lot of
I
adjectives.
said Christian nihilist. I figured that like the whole like the
You put a
persona
lot of you put a lot of adjectives in my soup, okay? And I was just making sure. Okay.
the character that's most an attack on Christianity is Adam. No other character in
Also,
the show is that like straightforward of an attack on Christianity.
well, yeah. Well, and he's also a dick, just in general.
Yes, but he's a dick attached to a religious hypocrisy.
No, yeah.
So like for a lot of people he is the
Also,
villain, like okay.
hi. Your son is yelling at me. Should I feed him?
I mean it's early if you want to feed him and see if he
Well,
ate
I
his
asked at 6 and you said no.
because his feet I put new food in his tower and it should have dropped and he ate it.
Oh wait, yeah, I heard it. Yeah.
So like
I
I
think
don't I
he's
want
yelling at me because I'm in bed.
I want to do it. I want to put it back on the every 6 hour schedule, which means that like
Bobby, ma'am, I hear you, my son. I am dying a lot.
so like we can wet food him at midnight and at lunchtime, but I don't want to do anything in between because like we don't want to like overfeed him. We need to get him incrementally eating more, not just suddenly like balloon him.
Ballooning.
I was waiting on the duck to say anything. Oh, I guess we lost wife.
I had to go potty and didn't want to give chat ASMR me pissing.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll keep playing my video then. Because I was playing a video when you came in here, so I was.
Fence.
Master, will you teach me?
Also, if you didn't see, our friend's friend who does movie reviews and stuff, he's live right now doing talking about the new Supergirl movie.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
Hack the Movies, Tony.
Oh,
We haven't.
I never.
We
I
haven't
never.
gotten. Well, yeah, I mean, I haven't either, but it's also because like he lives in Philly, so.
Yeah, but I don't. I didn't care. I guess. Why would I care?
I was just interested because I liked the first Superman movie that came out last year.
Yeah, but it's
And
it's an
so
entirely different team writing it. It's not the same team that did Superman.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they have the same. They have the same actor who played Superman, but they
Yeah,
got
no,
a
they
new-
do.
But they have an entirely different writing team writing for the Supergirl movie, which
Aw.
kind of worries me. And
Yeah, that's why I was glad that he was doing like a live stream talking about it because I went in the chat talking about like I didn't really want to go see it in theaters.
the reviews have been
Cause-
very mixed and ugly, and there's obviously always going to be politics bullshit. But most of what I see is
Yeah.
that like the story is not actually like solidified. So
Yeah, that's what he was kind of saying
is that
whenever I stopped in, was like it wasn't bad, but also the plot point wasn't really strong.
because
Uh,
like Lobo's been
so
brought up, and I think they have Jason Momoa playing Lobo. And
yes,
Lobo's a very vulgar and sexual character, but they go out of their way to make it very
right.
clear that like Kara is bi leading lesbian in the movie, which that's fine. But my
Mm-hmm.
understanding is they spent a lot of the movie having her talk about that and deal with that, rather than
Mm.
her being Supergirl. Because
Supergirl.
like,
Yeah.
and
I
I
don't
was
even
just
remember.
like, oh,
I
that's an
about it.
interesting thing to do. Because like, the whole point
Yeah.
of having like Lobo in a movie, other than being a vulgar like, haha, we can say the F word character, is he's
Which is
supposed.
hilarious because it's Jason Momoa who was also in the fucking Minecraft movie, but
But like the whole point of Lobo is that you put him in action sequences where there's lots of gun battle because he's a Deadpool esque character. So it's
oh,
fine to have
okay.
him in
So
a
like,
movie, but like Supergirl needs to be put in danger because Lobo is reckless and hurts people.
right.
And so like there's a natural tension built into Lobo. Lobo is an enemy of Superman
Hmm.
and an enemy of Supergirl. But I haven't heard anything about that, even though he's in all of these clips from the trailer. And I'm like, well, that's not good because like I would have thought the movie would have been like misogynist sexual pig Lobo versus Kara, who she's not a prude, she's open about what she is, but she's not vile and vulgar like Lobo.
Right. Yeah.
Like I would have thought that would have been the tension
Well,
point and
and I think the plot point from what Tony was saying, and I popped back out because I'm still kind of dying and couldn't track everything that he was talking about. But he said for the most part, the plot point is that Crypto gets hit by some sort of poison, and it's like a poison that is really potent and will kill him in like 3 to 5 days. And he needs to go, and I think it happened on a red sun planet, and they need to get him to a yellow sun planet, but because of like the time constraint, they can't. So basically there's a lot of travel in the movie of them trying to find like a
so red sun
solution.
in canon
Someone
lore, red
hurts the fucking
sun
dog.
planets take away Superman and Supergirl's power because Krypton was a red sun planet, and so they basically become effectively normal human beings on a red sun world.
Yeah.
The
Hi,
problem
boy.
is that like
My
if you're
toes.
gonna do a red sun planet story, there's from the DC comics and from the animated series, there was a really cool story involving Victor Savage with Red Sun Planet Crisis, where like
Mhm.
Superman winds up time traveling because he gets shot by a weapon that puts him in the far future. And the far future he warps into is a world where he didn't exist for 1,000 years. So there is a DC villain who is he is Kane. We don't call him Kane, we call him Victor
Mm.
Savage, but he has all of the Kane tropes because he
Yeah.
lives forever.
But the yeah.
And he conquers the planet and then accidentally like makes the sun red over time with his advanced
Whoopsie.
science. And so like by the time
Yeah.
that Superman warps into this far future, Victor is the only person alive on Earth.
Oh god.
And so it's a depressed, happy to see someone alive Victor Savage coping with Superman about the you need to go back into the past and stop me before I do something horrible. And like through the movie, you learn Victor Savage killed everyone in the Justice League the minute Superman was pulled out of the timeline. He is
Good lord.
that dangerous. He killed everyone and conquered the planet and then outlived everyone because he couldn't stop the
Yeah.
Red Sun apocalypse. And he's just like, you're not going to be able to kill me, but you need to stop me. And the cartoon episode ended with Superman warping back into the timeline and stopping a critical event that matters. And they just sort of fade to black it. But if they ever did that as a movie, that'd be really cool because you could have rugged, bearded Superman, like trying to be like. Oh, I can hear my mic. I can hear me.
What? Okay.
You would have Red Sun Superman bearded up with like a sword or something, getting fucked up by like dangerous wild alien wildlife, and it's a Superman movie, but it's not him being super strong the entire time. It's him suffering like anyone else would in an environment. Like I would dig that. It being Crypto, man. I'm not a dog hater normally, but like Why did Crypto go to a Red Sun world? What? Who? This is my problem with dog owners. Why are you taking your dogs into dangerous neighborhoods? Stop walking them onto the street. Superman, what the fuck are you taking Crypto to a Red Sun world, bro?
Well, some people just don't know how to handle their dogs. They just don't have the strength to handle
And I
them.
mean, they showed it in the most recent Superman movie that Krypton kind of does whatever he wants.
Okay, but then like leash him up again. This is the like the little lady with two big basset hounds at leashed. That was over by our friend's little condo. Like,
Oh yeah, that where the dogs were pulling her in the street.
Stop looking at my dog. That's why he's barking so much. No, it's because you can't hold your dogs, man. Like, this is the epitome of like Superman. You gotta leash that doggy. You can't let Crypto go to a red.
But yeah, no. I haven't. Well, we haven't gotten a chance to talk with Tony, but I think you would enjoy Tony because he's.
I've listened to Tony via AVGN. That's how we had that conversation that night. Because when AVGN went corporate, Tony was one of the people who came on the show suddenly, and unfortunately, like, got really attacked by all of the AVGN's following because, like, who's this random dude suddenly doing?
It's Tony. Yeah. It's Tony, guys.
And the way they did the dialogue, we were just supposed to think it was okay. There was no there was no video. It was like, hey, I'm stepping back a bit.
And our friends, when I went to see our friends earlier this week and did the little chicken nugget thing, they were telling me about some of like the panels and stuff that he's done and how he's had panels that ended up basically in the shitter because he was basically it was a co-panel with like another person that did like movie commentary type stuff, and then they just didn't show up. So. He had a lot of people show up being like, hey, where's I think the guy's name was James.
Oh,
and
yeah,
he was
James
just
Rolfe.
Like,
yeah, no.
Yeah.
That's the
AVGN. Tony was just like, he's not here.
Yeah, no, that's James Rolfe. He's the angry video game nerd who I was just talking about. And James Rolfe is
literally did not show up to that panel, and so Tony got a lot of really angry people because Tony was
Tony's already seen as a usurper, and James is phoned out so hard.
Yeah, he also apparently had an issue one time where he was doing a doing a panel with what's it called? Game Theory. He did not say anything about Matt Pat. It just said Game Theory. Could have been anyone. And the poor dude got pelted with Matt Pat questions, and he was just like, Matt Pat is not here.
Again, that's his fault for choosing that name of the panel. He should have fucking do the assignment. You don't use game theory and then pretend you're not going to get Matt Pat related bullshit.
No, exactly. No, I know. And that's what I was saying to Shep and Scott. I was like, yeah, no, he shouldn't have put that on there in the first place because people are just going to be like, Game Theory, Matt Pat.
Okay, I'm going to restart this video. It's a silly onion video.
Okay.
It's a minute and a half.
Okay, I'll hop in the shower and you can watch your little video.
Okay.
In a world without justice, where the strong prey on the weak. I restarted it. One man must face the ultimate challenge.
Master, how did they defeat me? They used an ancient technique that strikes at the very core of a warrior's strength. For this attack, there is no defense.
Master, will you teach me?
You are not yet ready, my son. I'm ready, Master. No, you are not. You have much to learn. You, my young pupil, shall become a cock puncher.
From Global Tetrahedron Pictures, Steven Seagal is Cock Puncher. Puncher.
I don't think you have the balls.
From Global Tetrahedron Pictures.
Not the cock puncher and the breaking of the egg.
Oh, God. Wait. okay. Calm down there. I think it's Skin in the Dark. Alex Jones. I don't know if you know this. Alex Jones actually got to star in a movie with Keanu Reeves. And there's an infamous clip because at the time when he was put in this movie, he was still very conspiratorial. He wasn't mainstream at all, and he was thin. So, like, it's an interesting snippet. Oh, this is protected by the house.
Where did Substance D come from? Why can't we stop it? The bigger this war
And it gets
gets,
paddy
the more
wagon.
freedoms we lose, the more Substance D is on our streets. Can't you figure this out? Look around you. Look how far we've come. Humanity wasn't meant to live like this. Our every waking moment, tracked and traced and scanned. It's time to stop submitting to this tyranny. It's time to realize that we're being enslaved. Uh-oh, it's our tax dollars at work to protect us from ourselves. Hey guys, I used to be one of you. Stop selling out your own species.
Hey! Get in!
God.
You scared me.
Being drug away into the van.
I'm seeing some crazy shit tonight.
It's such an out of the blue clip. I didn't know about this until I was in grad school, and the movie is a head trip. Substance D is like a super weed mixed with marijuana. It's not wow marijuana. It's a super weed mixed with cocaine and heroin and whatever. It's like the new black tar. And there's no reason why it should be on the market. No cartel is tied to it, and then they're suddenly introduced into the story. The government has made it and is pushing it, which is the crack cocaine theory of how like crack cocaine came to exist. That crack cocaine was made by the U.S. government explicitly
And put in lower income areas.
Targeting black and brown Americans, yes. So, Scanner Darkly is a movie about Substance D being introduced in the same way into lower income white neighborhoods, like in LA and California. So most of the movie is set in California, set at nighttime with Keanu Reeves, and I can't remember the woman, I think that was Natalie Portman, like in weird like nighttime scenes that have that weird like drawn but surreal style that was there. I know Joel Havard does like animated clips with the stop motion aesthetic where like he takes pictures of himself in positions and then draws over it and then animates it to a degree. And it has that same feel. The entire movie is that way. It's very trippy on my eyes. But I didn't know about that, and then I was like, wait, why would you have Alex Jones star in a movie that is basically his real life? Like, what? He's not the star of it, but he just shows up in the middle of the movie being himself and then gets paddy wagoned, full on cattle prod tased, and drug into a van and is gone for the rest of the movie, insinuating the government killed him, which is just like, this is the hardest peddling of his own beliefs I've ever seen in any media form. Oh, hey, the shooting, what you say? That's very copyrighted, so we won't watch that. I love Alex Jones stuff. When I was writing my space power paper in grad school, I made my co-author, who was a friend from college, sit and watch with me, like 15 minutes of Alex Jones rambling, so we could prepare ourselves to try to write and document how the Soviet Union engaged in doing a space program. Because, like, in the American space program, it's NASA. There's a government military agencies helping NASA, but NASA is meant to be the external happy face, and we want NASA to take all the quote-unquote credit, but there's a lot of military support behind it because this is a weapons race, right? In the Soviet Union, there wasn't a civilian component that was the face forward. It was all military. So they didn't have a whole lot of like press internal supporting. So instead, they had two rival military components that were doing space. One was doing manned space launches, trying to put people in stations in space, and doing like shuttle launches. And the other one was the satellite program. So it would be like the U.S. government's military satellite program competing against NASA. instead of working in tandem. And that just, like, it blows your mind because, like, the Russians beat us to space, but after we got to the moon, there is no real documentation in, like, oral written history of the Russian space program unless you go looking for it. The Russians documented it, but they never televised it because that wasn't how they thought. So, like, I never knew this, but the Russians had 3 separate battle stations that they put into space. But they never could get it properly worked out because they had to work with the satellite guys who were their rivals to do all, like, the coordination for launching and docking. So they put 3 stations up into the sky and had to deorbit each of them because they could never actually successfully dock and man them. The last one they put up in, like, 1988 and they deorbited, they were able to fire a weapon from. Like, they had, like, a remote setup to fire a weapon into space and proved you could fire a weapon from a station in space. Like, a space weapon. But because they were the 2 leads of the agencies were bitter rivals and they hate each other, never wanted to give each other credit because of how the politics of the Soviet Union, everyone in the party, it was always ambition and political opportunism first, not science first. So they thwarted themselves routinely. Like, they built, like, in-depth battle stations that were meant to be, like, defensive observation points. Like, the ISS today was built mostly by American hands, but it was manned for decades by mostly Russian personnel because the Russians had better understanding of how to do battle stations than we did. They never got the theory finished because they couldn't get their ass out of their own head, but they knew better than we did about how to keep it supplied, how to keep it powered. They had all of that ready. So when the ISS was first developed in, like, the late 90s, early 2000s, as a human effort rather than a nation effort of any one country, the Russians were ready. And, like, I didn't know any of that doing this paper. And so, like, as we're reading this, I'm like, oh god, this is insane. Like, the idea that, like, we only beat the Soviets because they beat themselves up in the space program is, like, it was enlightening. But I had to constantly watch Alex Jones content because after reading an hour of, like, 3 books that we used most of our material in Soviet space history, I wanted to drink because I was just like, it's fun to think about, like, your biggest enemy, your biggest op, just constantly puts the pipe in his own wheel and trips his bike.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, that's you on a petty level, right? That's not a country doing it to itself for 3 decades. It's like, wait, you got to space first. You did the first orbit around the planet, and then you never did anything else. What the fuck, right? Like, just conceiving that. Like, I mean, we're Americans, so we got fed a lot of, like, American space stuff. And the Europeans do a fair amount of space stuff. But, like, the Soviets did a lot, and we don't know it. And it's just because they didn't market themselves. They didn't care to, because they didn't think they had to. And then also, because of the politics of their country, they just constantly hurt themselves in gaining an upper hand. Which is why, like, as a paper, it was principally, like, talking about Soviet space power and then applying it to common military doctrines about how to acquire power and control. And I like sea stuff. The Mahan Sea naval doctrine is that there are vital choke points of supply across the planet, and if you hold those, you control global market and economy, but also, like, resupplying militaries, stuff like that. And you may not immediately be picking it up, but, like, Panama Canal, the Suez Canal, the Straits of Malacca. If you looked at a map of the planet, those 3 points help reduce the amount of navigation boats make by months. Like, the Panama Canal cuts most navigation by, well, when it was first built, it cut navigation to the western United States by 3 months, and from across the Pacific Ocean by, like, 6 months, because it created a harbor that was safe on both sides. The Suez Canal was, like, the first point that, like, got made artificially. And it cut navigation having to go all the way around Africa down, so it cut international trade to like India and the Southeast Asian area by again like 6 months to a year. And the Straits of Malacca are a natural like choke point because it's the easiest navigable path that is through safe waters in the Southeast Asia, but it's also like really narrow. And like if you look at the history of like Indonesia and Malaysia, every regional hegemon in that area pre like Europeans showing up controlled that strait to control the region. And so like on a naval side, you in order to have your boats everywhere, you have to have these vital choke points to make sure you don't get cut out of supply, cut out of fuel. And space kind of works the same way in my mind. Like Earth is our natural starting point, but if we don't come up with ways to get out farther, we're never going to get far from the Earth. And like when I started reading about the battle station stuff, I'm like, oh my god, the Russians got it. The Russians understood you need to get something up into space to help make refueling cheaper. Because like if you want to like mine asteroids from space and bring those resources down to Earth, so that way we don't have scarcity as much, because there's a huge amount of like mineral wealth in our local asteroid belt past Mars. Like we're talking like trillions of dollars and a bunch of rocks, because they have a bunch of resources that would make our computers and our technological industries really well. Yes, wife?
Did you not hear what I said?
Nope.
I said fossil fuel.
It's not even fossil fuels. It's metals. Like
Fancy rocks.
Yeah, literally fancy rocks.
I'm aware. I work with the cheap fancy rocks that the government doesn't.
And part of why I don't like pirates is I had, in that paper at the end of it, I delved into space piracy. And I had to explain to my engineering friend how you could commit space piracy. And when I did that, and I started telling other people about it, I offended a lot of science fiction fans. Because there is a component of every space shuttle today called the RCS. It is how you remotely control the ship once it's in space. It's also how you help remotely control it once it's coming back into orbit, so they can safely pick up astronauts. Did you know the RCS is detachable? It is. It's how we have most of our space shuttles.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
And so, if you want to engage in space piracy, you detach your RCS and have it go thrusting in one direction while you kill your engines. And shocking, space is fucking cold if you're behind any rock. So your engine will go cold immediately if you're not in sunlight, and your RCS will look like an engine thruster. And space has no visuals, so we rely on sound and heat for all detection. And when I said that, a bunch of science fiction fans got really upset because that means submarines can be in space. And I was like, yes. Why did we not think that? Well, that means aircraft carriers could be in space. And I'm like, but like that's a core part of science fiction is the aircraft carrier, not because aircraft carriers are good.
Yeah, the whole reason it's science fiction is because we can't get that shit out there.
But like the idea that like a ship could go dead in the water and therefore hide while dead in the water, but things coming off of it could engage in activity shouldn't be hard to believe. And they're like, well, how would you avoid sonar detection? I'm like, it is easy. Hide behind an asteroid. Which has apparently offended a lot of people. It was great.
Space rock.
Like, in 2015, 2016, 2017, I wound up on a lot of forums having to defend my paper to a bunch of science fiction nerds who kept getting upset that I was like, just hide behind the meteors. Hide behind the asteroids.
Yeah. Well, especially because if they have metallic particles and like different depending on like the different elements that are parts of it, it's going to detect those very much more than the ship, because the ship has a way of powering down.
Yes.
So it's not like sonar. You can't. It's not just like a sense of like sound waves. It's
I mean, that was why I had a lot of fun with it, because I was just like, "What do you mean you guys don't understand?" And I explained it to Gauss, And Gauss is like, I hate that I have never thought about this. And I'm like, because you think about space as a weapons-free, science fiction-friendly utopia. You are a Star Trek fan.
Because looks at Star Wars.
But no. See, the problem is Star Wars is not utopian and it's not far future. Star Wars is actually like ancient Babylonia aesthetic in space. It's not meant to be a modern setting. It's not meant to be a futuristic setting, even though it's got future tech in it. The original like Star Wars story was, hey, there's this ancient cult that is running the global empire, and it harkens back to a tradition that is not modern. Is how Star Wars as a story is told. So like a lot of science fiction fans treat Star Wars as not like the utopian end of science fiction, but like the beginning of science fiction. So they don't see it as a resource to talk about. And I was like, okay, that's fine. And in Star Wars, there's no cloaking in Star Wars. The most amount of cloaking you get or hiding in plain sight is
husband.
Uh-huh.
Do you want ice cream cake?
No. I had a heat shit earlier once I got home, and after like 5 hours around 3:00, I watched Death by Lightning, which I can explain what that means, and ate the rest of the pizza.
Wait, what pizza? The weird jalapeno one, or the what?
No, that's in the garbage bags out front is all the jalapeno pizza because like it started smelling funny.
Yeah.
So I also cleaned out and I set the crock pot to soak. I put 2 pounds of meat in the fridge too after all that, so like we can cook tomorrow or Monday something. But like Star Wars is not, to a lot of science fiction fans, is not an end. It is the beginning narratively for a lot of folks. So when people think about science fiction and how it would be for humans, they don't want to think Star Wars. They want to think Star Trek. Star Trek has hard cloaking, where devices.
I mean, I guess it's because it's like the two types of people and how they see it, like utopian versus dystopian type thing. Because I always saw Star Wars as more accurate, not because of the aesthetics and like how they dress, but because of the internal politics and all of that sort of stuff. Like I'm not as well versed in the Star Wars movies as a lot of people, but like what I've learned just from playing like the games and stuff with you and our D&D group on Sunday is like there is a lot of intertwining and overlapping politics, and like there's clearly like different regimes, and there's overbleed, and they have the rebellion, and there's all sorts of stuff, which I feel like is a lot more accurate to human history. But not that like Star Trek isn't. I feel like it's a little bit of A, a little bit B. But the problem is that
Star
people
Trek
don't want to admit that.
Star Trek actively denies human history. There is 2 episodes. Well, there's a continuity in Star Trek that is meant to be a parallel to our world. Star Trek is an alternate universe to our world. It assumes a lot of things happen in our world that have not happened, and cynically looking at how they would play out in our world, I don't believe they would resolve the same way. So Star Trek relies on a post-apocalyptic world that has enough technology people want to get off the planet, but there is no major nation driving the story because they've all destroyed themselves. So the first human who makes a jump drive in Star Trek is a dude who is kind of drunken and just be like, I fucking hate this planet, and if I die because the rocket goes bad, whatever, I just got to get out of here. And he has some friends who help him build it, and it works. And the close to our world timeline, when he does that and the Vulcans show up to greet him and give him technology and help him out, instead of taking on their assistance, him and his friends pull out guns and gun them down. And so the Gene Roddenberry's version of what our world would be in the far future is the Terran Empire. The Federation is the utopia that he envisioned. And so in the original Star Trek series, there's a 2-parter, I think, where Kirk and a couple of other characters actually wind up in the other timeline And, like, it's cutthroat, it's very vulgar and sexual for, like, peak 70s content. Uhura is, like, a sexy assassin instead of, like, being the comms gal. And there's, like, routine, like, fights to the death for power and control because you kill each other to get more glory. In the Star Trek Discovery series, there's a huge amount of stuff with that I really like. I like the Terran Empire storyline stuff. But in a very failed project they did when I was in my high school days, there was a show called Star Trek Enterprise, where they attempted to do like a soft reboot. But it was made by a guy who didn't like Star Trek. Well, he went crazy at the end of season 4 when they told him they were canceling the show after the 5th season, and didn't show up to basically write for the 5th season at all. So all of the cast got together, and they brought in some people who wrote Next Generation and Voyager, and they did the last season, and it feels the most authentically Star Trek series out there until, like, some parts of Discovery. And there's a really cool cinematic opening to the Star Trek Enterprise Mirror Darkly stories that I love. And every time I showed it to someone, they're like, oh yeah, that is our world. I'm like, yeah, it's clear that, like, they understood the assignment when they made these episodes, that Roddenberry envisioned the Terran Empire is the likely conclusion to what happens if, like, our world today suddenly leaps forward in technology 400 years. You're not going to have a utopian where we all get along. You're going to have a cutthroat nuclear crisis that breaks down until, like, everyone is dead, or the few people who survive are cutthroat about it. Like, the chance of peace is really low. But it's got a really cool opening, so I'm going to see if I can find it on YouTube. It used to be on YouTube. Just because, like, it's got cool music. I hate the Star Trek Enterprise opening because it's a really silly 70s or 80s song that just doesn't fit the tone of the series. It's not a space song in my mind. It is a Get High song, but it's not a space song. Okay, it is still on YouTube. Let's go. Get that back up. It's like, this is such an ominous opening to the Star Trek series. But it's just 2 episodes.
The Odyssey.
And I enjoy those 2 episodes, but it's funny because, like, a lot of people in the Star Trek fandom hate Enterprise as a series because it breaks a lot of tropes with the storytelling. But I thought these 2 episodes did a really good homage to the original Star Trek Enterprise's version of the Terran Empire. And then they made Discovery. And I think if they had marketed Discovery as a delve into the Terran Empire while contrasting, like, Federation racial dynamics, it would have made the series a lot better for a lot of fans. Because instead of that, they went with this will be the first Star Trek series that has an openly gay cast. And it's just, okay, that's fine. It's a utopian setting. They were narratively there already. In Roddenberry's mind, he could just never get a producer to put it on paper. But Roddenberry, for years, wanted to have, like, a free love element because he was from a free love cult at one point. Um, but it was weird advertising because like Roddenberry's dead. He's been very dead for like 30 years. And Discovery came out like 5 or 6 years ago. So it's not like 2010s where like a gay doctor and a gay engineer being main characters of the Star Trek show might be like polling because it's stepping forward into light that wasn't done on television at the time. It was behind. Even though it's a science fiction series, it's behind. And so like instead of putting their foot forward with we've got a female main character who is bispecial and is dealing with the interactions of being Vulcan and human and is uncomfortable and pays homage to Spock and is dealing with the diplomatic issues of a Federation early in its history, and the fact that there is a time element to it and an interdimensional element to it. They went with the advertising about the cast gender identity and stuff, and I think it hurt the show's like reception because fans did assume that basically like, oh, Hollywood made this series, not understanding that like most of Star Trek fandom is LGBT friendly.
Mm-hmm.
It's not troglodyte rednecks. There was a Star Trek convention in my hometown area, and my parents routinely would never take me there because my mom was like, no, son, you're not going to see the con orgy. Because it was one of those cons. And I was like, early on, I was kind of like, what do you mean by that, Mom? Later on, my parents were like, so people go there and hook up, and it protects them because it's a convention. So, like, everyone's just a Star Trek fan. So there's a lot of people who are going there who are in the gay community, and it's a safe place to be gay at because, well, everyone just thinks they're nerds. So everyone was just being freaky in the hotel. We're not taking you.
Well, and I kind of wonder if anyone's ever like looked into the origins of like non-orgy related things, because it's clearly a thing now, just generally across most conventions.
I feel like now it crosses way too many paths with like hookup culture, where it traditionally was done as a way to protect velvet marriages.
Velvet? You mean lavender? Or is velvet a separate thing?
Velvet is I thought a gay man and a lesbian woman married who are
no, that's lavender.
Is that lavender?
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. It was lavender. Okay.
Sorry, I thought velvet was one.
You're fine.
I thought velvet was
no,
one.
you're good. It could have been the previous wording for it.
It's not as established as lavender. It's an arrangement between involving a non-heterosexual polyamorous relationship. It has associations with lavender, but lavender is specifically where both people are LGBTQ, whereas velvet, one of them isn't. Sorry. So velvet is a straight man and a gay woman, or a gay man and a straight woman.
Where they're cloaking. Okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so like
I knew what you were talking about. I didn't know velvet was the word for it.
Sorry, I'm used to like lavender is a term a lot of people mention today, and I was like, I never met any lavender couples. I met a lot of velvet couples, and they hooked up at cons and swapped. That's why the con orgy was a thing, because the con was the one place.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
Where the people could be freely affectionate to each other and it not be like considered risque, because no one at the con is going to talk about it.
Yeah, it was like normal.
That's why I like the fact that people talk about con orgies today as like a proclivity and a regular thing and weird thing.
Well, that's also because we have the internet, and a lot of people don't realize that there are things that you shouldn't say on the internet.
No, but also it's the hookup culture element where we brag about it. Like
yeah,
like
that's one of the reasons why like I left that KatsuCon server like pretty quickly after we went. Because, facilitating things that could go very wrong.
Yeah. But, like, my parents didn't take me to the Star Trek conventions when I was a kid because they're like, you're a minor and we don't want anyone to assume anything by taking you there. And I'm like...
Right.
Okay. In hindsight, my mom was just paranoid. If my dad and I had gone, my dad would have protected me, and that wouldn't have been an issue because my dad was not that kind of person. But my mom was fiercely paranoid that of the gays in attendance, even though she had gay friends.
Well,
she had the paranoia of the unknown gay targeting.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's a really common form of like prejudice that people will have. Like, instead of saying somebody is like racist, they'll be like, oh, well, like, I'm not racist, but you know, I don't want you to hang out with like the black kids. Like, that was something I saw a lot, at least growing up in Mississippi, was people doing that with like anyone who they even thought was gay or bi, lesbian, whatever. If they didn't think you were straight, they assumed that you were some sort of like a predator. And it really confuses me because I never thought that, but like I've also seen institutional stuff, like institutional racism, where people have just gotten so used to it that they don't realize they're doing it. So like I feel like your mom catches herself a lot, but like she definitely falls into the habit of like kind of that small town. I mean, she grew up in a small town in Indiana, you know? She kind of falls back into that like mindset a lot. And especially like, even though my mom thought I was weird and still thinks I'm weird for going to anime conventions, like she would still let me go. So it's just, I don't know. There's a lot of people that have like prejudices like that, or like assumptions that like I always wonder about like the biases behind it. But like it does make sense, especially if you were saying the creator was like a free love guy. It makes sense that your mom would, you know, be concerned about that. Because unfortunately, even though I would assume most people who, you know, talk about free love don't intend to, you know, be predatory towards children, there's always something, you know. It's the thing I talk about.
My
like,
mom
with
also
pride,
had a fear.
you know?
My mom also has a fear of the poly person in general. So like,
ma'am, wait till we get a girlfriend. She's gonna shit her pants.
Yeah, I had the talk with my dad at one point, or an extra man. Yeah, my dad had a conversation with me and figured out that like I didn't have the same barrier he did, and he was interested by that because like,
yeah,
he thought that was a very normal male thing, and I'm like, what if I'm in control? What if I have all the normal male domineering things? He's like, are there other men who would do that? I'm like, Dad, it's the internet. Yeah.
Yes, father.
I mean, I'm not gonna hook up with anyone from here ever. And
yeah, I mean, I feel that.
I don't know.
Yeah, like not this
bottoms
fucking
don't
town.
exist in this world.
What's that?
What?
What'd you say, Minnow?
Nothing. I didn't say nothing.
I heard
you didn't hear nothing.
I didn't want to be. I didn't want to be the one to repeat it.
What did this man say?
I didn't say anything. You can't prove nothing.
I put ice cream in my mouth. 1 second. I'm eating ice cream cake. Okay. I'm coping from standing in the sun for like 8 hours. Anyway, what did you said? Something about bottoms exist in this world.
Bottoms don't exist in this world.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's also because there's a lot of straight guys that don't have a concept of that. There's a lot of them that just don't even like. And like, I feel so bad saying that because like, I don't like generalizing guys, but the amount of times that I've talked to a guy and they're fine talking to me about women, but then the minute that like Zealot says something about like, yeah, well, that little femboy can get it, and they just immediately look uncomfortable. Like, you just said the worst thing and you ruined their day. And like,
no, another thing about like just straight people in general, like there's a lot of them who don't understand the thing between gay men, and they were both bottoms, that joke.
Oh yeah.
They understand it. It's like yes, we have the equipment, but none of us want to do it.
Right.
Like, we're a bottom because you'd rather be on the bottom. You don't want to do the top thing.
Yeah, you're not the initiator. Yeah.
it doesn't mean like you only want to be in or out of control and be
Yeah.
controlled, because there's a lot of bottoms who are very controlling
Yeah.
because they want to be in power, but they like to be the bottom. They don't want to do the top stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's
Like,
something that I'd have to dig it. It might be in my Google Drive still, but I literally made a PowerPoint presentation explaining asexuality because I met so many people who use the excuse of like, oh, well, asexuality is just like people coming up with new pronouns. Like it's just, a made up thing that people don't have. And I was like, I literally got so tired of explaining it to people that I made a fucking PowerPoint for my speech class. And I was like, all right, motherfuckers, sit down. But like literally went through like the explanation of like, okay, so here's the bubble. LGBTQ ABCDFG. We're the A. We're here on this is the next stop on the train. And like explaining it because like there's so many people, especially with like stuff like asexuality or being gay or being lesbian, there are a lot of people that assume that everyone is straight and that if you're not straight you're weird. And it's very interesting to me because everyone has different sexual feelings, and I feel like there are a lot of people who, even though they're straight, would find out that they are maybe like on the asexual spectrum to some degree, but they will never explore that because they think that, oh, well, if I say I'm asexual, it means, I'm suddenly attracted to like women or I'm suddenly attracted to men or something like that. There's also a lot of people who misconstrue it because, the prefix A, and they're like, well, that means no sex. And it's like, yes, when we are talking about plants reproducing, it is literally asexual. Yes, honey. But we're humans and we insist on making everything complicated. So it's a general term. Because
you
the
have
amount of
asexuals and you have aromantic, and they are not the same thing.
That too. Oh my God. Like I've met so many people who are like, you're asexual, so like, do you date? And I'm like, yes, people just suck. Like I had the same dating problems that everyone else did of like, getting annoyed at people and like being on Bumble, being on Tinder, and people constantly like ghosting and shit. And it's just so funny to me because I don't think that people are like, most of the time when I meet people, they're not intentionally ignorant, they just don't know. And it's like I understand the like getting frustrated having to explain things to people, but it's one of the reasons that I go to Pride events is because like even though it's frustrating, I still want to go out and educate people. Like I've never understood the mentality of people who hate on people who are ignorant or don't know any better. Because like there were a couple of people at Pride today who were actually walking around who were actually like anti-protesters. They were like people walking around with signs that said like God loves you no matter what. And there were people shit talking them, and I just don't understand that. Like they're being kind, they're being supportive. What's the fucking problem? Like what's the beef? I don't know. I also like I've talked to Zealot about that before, where like I unintentionally choose the high road a lot of the time in comparison to a lot of other human beings. And so I genuinely just need to lower my expectations for the general public. As bad as that sounds, like it's really true. Like if you are a good person in this world for your own sanity, you have to just be like, you know what? They're choosing to be hateful and that's their choice. And that's something that I talk about in therapy a lot because like I'm very, and I don't know if it's type A personality, but I'm very like action oriented. So I get really mad whenever people are like hateful without any like actual like logical cause. It's one of the reasons why I find it interesting, like hearing about Mama Zealot being like, you can't go to the Star Trek thing. And like, but then looking at how you are today and how we go to cons and we still don't do any of the orgies. Like have literally Zealot had guys approach him well, apparently approached both of us, but I don't really remember it. I was there for a little bit. But like guys approached us, offered us like cheap ass box wine, and was like, "Wanna come up to our room?" Meanwhile, I'm over here in a white polo and khakis because I just got off work, and I have to. I think what I did is I went to. Did I meet you there after work? Is that what happened?
Yeah, you met me after work.
Yeah, okay. I couldn't remember if I went back to Alexandria for something. But I was out of it because at that point I was working like 7 a.m. to like 5 p.m. and it's like 8 or 9 at this point. And so like these guys are, I mean, hey, maybe I was serving cunt in my white polo and khaki pants from Goodwill.
You
I
fucking
don't know.
slut.
It's, oh yeah, girl.
No, they were just like hounding. Like again, it's hookup culture.
No, yeah.
And they
well,
they
and
were...
I didn't know that at the time because that's the first time I have gone to a con and had that sort of an interaction.
I mean, that's new to me too. It was not a thing at that Katsu 10 years ago when I first went to Katsu. So Katsu was entirely different from how I remembered Katsu. Katsu had panels and it had culture events and there were a lot of fun booths and stuff, and that was all gone. It was also well staffed, and that was gone too. And I was just like, what the fuck happened? And my only hot take is all of the people who were casual and think, haha, if I play a nerd, I'll get laid, are going to cons now.
Yeah.
That's not saying that there aren't nerds going to cons, but there's now a population of people...
I know what you mean, though. Like, there are a lot of people now, since anime has become something that you... Like, if you're not considered, like, weird anymore, if you like anime, it's a lot more mainstream now. Which is not a problem, except for there are a lot of people, typically from like college age up to like 30s, who will intentionally do like cosplays and stuff, trying to get hookups and whatnot. And it's really frustrating because, especially as somebody who does cosplay and somebody who wants to go to cons as like boothing and like, you know, I do the VTubing obviously, and like I love meeting people and talking with people. I get really frustrated with it because like there's always been kind of like an intertwining between like fame and like drugs and sex, basically.
Yep.
And like I don't think of myself as famous, but I also think of myself in the sense of I don't want to be famous, because
Hi, boy.
with a lot of that sort of stuff comes party culture, and like it's bled into stuff like TwitchCon. And even though I want to meet my other streamer friends, I know that for the most part, because of social pressure and like a lot of people thinking that, you know, you have to be drunk to have fun, we're just going to be sloshed the whole weekend. And it's like, why would I spend like thousands of dollars flying out to California just to not remember the weekend, kind of thing.
Yeah, the idea of going to a con...
Like no hate on people that do that. I just don't. It's not my thing.
I'm not a party person. I want to go to a con because I want to do stuff at the con. So the idea of going to a con and not doing something just is weird to me.
Yeah. Well, and I had fun at like the rave. I had fun at that. Like if AwesomeCon did like a rave type thing at like the end of the night on like Saturday or something, I would totally go. I love that sort of stuff because like you're just literally dancing and being silly, and like, yeah, there's a lot of people that pregame and whatnot, but like it's still in like a safe-ish space, like since you're out in public. That was what I got really like put me off about the stuff at KatsuCon, was that like even prior to KatsuCon, there were people in that Discord server talking about like, haha, got my room number, let me know if you want it. And I was just like, that's no. Like yeah, no. If I don't know you, I'm not going in your hotel room. No. We can meet at Denny's. We could go to Denny's and get dinner. I go to Diddy's at 3 a.m. I fuck with that. I do not, however, fuck with your hotel room because there ain't no security cameras in that bitch. But yeah, it's one of the things we've actually been working on. I've been talking to my friend Shep because she has, unfortunately, this guy who's local that goes to all the big cons here, and he insists on stalking her. And so, like, it's been a conversation the last year that I've known her. Well, it's like year and a half now. But I've been having a conversation with, like, I really want to pick, like, a con to go to every year. And for me and Zella, it's mostly been Awesome Con because we always have a really good time at Awesome Con. It's really well planned. They always have the schedule out early, and like I always know what I'm gonna do basically. And there's always there's like literally so much to do that you can't do it in the 3 days that it runs.
Which is why I like going because I feel like I always.
No, exactly, yeah. Well, and also because it's got like an entire board gaming area. The last time we went, they added a book fair. There's like a science zone. There's a kids area, and then they also have like the usual things like artist alley, vendor market, and then they have a lot of voice actors or like actors in general. So, but like she is so terrified of going because it's in the area and it's a relatively big con, and like I understand to a degree, but there's also just that part of me that, like I said, is very action oriented, and I'm just like, Girly Pop, you know that man's name, you could just get a restraining order on his ass. Like, I know that she probably won't do that, but like that's my first thought is like I wouldn't want to give up doing all of that because like I don't get to go to a lot of cons. So like usually our one time a year con is like when I get to go all out and do all my cosplays and meet a bunch of people and whatnot. So like I don't know. I have been slowly but surely breaking down her walls on it because a zealot is also a fed and a big man, and so I'm like we have backup. We also have a witness if needed. So, because I really do want to cosplay with her. And she has another friend that she's in Ohio right now. But she lived here previously a couple years ago. And they were still going to they went to like KatsuCon together back when the pandemic was still happening. And she really wants to cosplay with her. So like I'm kind of like hoping that I can get with her friend Liv and be like, we have to drag this bitch to a con. I refuse to not cosplay anymore. Because I have never gone out to do like there's some people that will go to like the mall or like even like now, like there's people that will go to like the Ren Fair or Pride festivals wearing cosplay. One, I can and will have a heat stroke. Two, I do not have that level of like dedication, I guess, to wake up that early in the morning and do my makeup and stuff. I just don't. I don't have the time or the money to make myself look cool. But like I really do want to do like either like K-pop Demon Hunters. We've talked about doing JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Like I really want to do cosplay, especially because the idea for my booth is that when I go to cosplay, like conventions, I can just pick a cosplay to wear at the booth and basically be like my own booth babe. So like it double helps me in the sense of like if I make a Dio cosplay, I can of course wear it to AwesomeCon and have fun dressing up with my friends because I've never done group cosplay. But I can also use it like whenever I do my business, like at some of the local cons, like I'm going to a con in like 2 weeks. And still, like it gets more use. But like I'm that kind of person that like I'm not gonna make the cosplay just because I want to cosplay, if that makes sense. Because like I have to have like a deadline. Like if you don't give me a deadline, I'll forget about it and just get busy doing like other stuff for my business or like my day job, whatever, streaming. And so like I'm like guys, we need to pick a day. We need to go say we're going to this con on this day, and then I will feel peer pressured and I will start working on the costume. Because I was talking to a couple people about that today about I really really want to cosplay Serpentious. I just don't know where to start with that can of worms. They did officially show his human version in the second season. So like I could do like pick and choose kind of between like snake pieces and human pieces, but it's the kind of cosplay that like I really want to like I don't know, not like I'm not intentionally trying to like spend all my money in it, but it's like I want to do the character justice kind of thing. Like I like if I do Serpentious, I want to have like at least an egg boy with me, even if it's like a shitty little handmade egg boy out of felt. Like I just want a little egg boy. Like how do you cosplay Serpentious without a little egg boy? I wish I could have worn a cosplay to Pride. I actually also had quite a few people ask me if my the Volt and Eddie art that I did, they were like, "Is this a print? Can I buy this?" And I was like, "No, I'm sorry." And I never thought somebody would want to buy it because it has the little gremlin faces on it. Do you know which one I'm talking about?
The one you drew with yourself in between them?
Yeah.
Shock! I can't believe that people, people in the game community would want date everything fan art. It's crazy.
No, it's not that. It was the fact that they wanted the print, even though it had my silly little emojis on it.
Oh.
Because like the little woo like finger dudes, like I get, but like that one that I drew on the bottom where like my nose and eyes are bulging, I was just like, I thought that was really ugly. I drew it intentionally to be ugly and funny. So, maybe print coming in the future. The only problem is that Date Everything has like over 100 datables, and I cannot do art of all of those motherfuckers.
Fake news.
It will take me a while.
But you could do it if you want to.
I could. It would just be a lot of time and effort that I don't know how fruitful it would be.
I don't see the harm in it.
I mean, the reality is like right now I just don't know if I have the time to commit to it, but maybe whenever winter comes back around and I kind of have like a lull, I could maybe take it on then.
Finally, I got my wood. I don't even know where my stone is. Fuck me on this map. Oh, I have my stone, thank God.
Also, yes, the 250th approaches.
Some people... Oh, I didn't realize I was listening to the duck. I wasn't looking at my chat. July 4th is around the corner, so everyone is celebrating the 250th anniversary of the U.S. Some people are extra prideful this year of America. Yeah, I drove by a house that had like a bunch of like the half circle banner types that are like Americana colored.
Oh.
Today, but I didn't look at the picket line people today. I had in the past, but I
was there a picket line?
There was last year. I don't know if there was this year.
I never even saw it last year. Okay.
It was closer to where the farmers market is in our town.
Oh, that's far.
Well,
far from the Pride Festival.
Yeah, there was a lot of cops that basically were in between.
Hmm. Well, I mean, it makes sense because, like, that whole downtown area is really tight. So, like, they couldn't... Logistically, having them across the street from the Pride Festival in the park would be a nightmare.
Yeah.
But still, that's a couple blocks away from it.
Yeah, I mean, but if you're blocking off like the center road area, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Ooh, there's a power glitch there. Here. Got some sulfur finally.
Also, did you guys like what I posted in the D&D server today?
I have not seen it.
I didn't know you put. Oh, an RD&D.
Last night in our during the D&D game with all that thunder and lightning, we had snow, hail, and flooding all within a span of those 3 hours.
Oh my god!
What in the world?
Welcome to June, summer of Idaho. Hello.
I guess. Confused noises. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. So we got all of our winter in a matter of 3 hours in the middle of summer.
Ew.
Can't believe you went and saw a hailstorm without me.
Lamau.
I still want to see Hailstorm live.
Yeah, they're coming out here with, is it Baby Metal? I think it's Baby Metal.
Baby Metal's tours with everyone, so it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, but it was the combination was surprising to me because it's bands that both me and you like.
Get rid of those glitches.
But no, I need to bug Kayla about getting in touch with Tony. I feel like you and Tony would have good conversations.
I just didn't know why you were bringing it up initially, and I'm like, I never talked.
Oh, it was just because I saw him go live, and it was about a movie that I was interested in.
I was just confused.
Speaking about movies, I watched the weirdest movie. I ended up watching The Death of Robin Hood. I don't know if you guys were part of that conversation.
Yes, because you talked about ass. I can't remember. Oh God, Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, I didn't know if you guys were part of that. I thought I was talking about that before D&D, before you guys got there.
I don't know if
I heard a little bit of it. I heard it though.
Did you enjoy it?
It was slow. And there was a lot of religious overtones to it. Like, it was very, like, beginning of Christianity. And it was weird, I would say.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't expecting that out of a Hugh Jackman movie, and I wasn't expecting that out of The Death of Robin Hood.
Yeah.
I was expecting it to be, something completely different. You know, like, he was going to go on a quest, and he was going to end up dying at the very end of it to some next predecessor or whatever. But that's not what happens during the movie. At all.
Oh. Okay.
Because we didn't look it up before we went. We just went to the movies. We saw it was going to start in like 10 minutes. We're like, hey, we'll go to that one.
Okay.
We did the whole, let's go watch a movie. We haven't heard about this movie. Let's go in and watch it.
Let's go gambling.
Let's go gambling. Oh, it's about religious trauma. Hugh Jackman's ass. A lot of blood.
Yeah. Speaking of religious trauma, that was something I watched with Zealot. Is that 2 weeks ago now? Whatever that Arthurian one that we watched.
Oh, it's the Roman one? The Roman
Yes.
King Arthur?
Yes.
Yeah, I definitely didn't remember
was...
the Arian stuff being as much in that one, which was interesting to me. Like the Arian heresy, but...
Yeah. Oh, the people that they had in, like, the... Yeah. I assume that's what you're talking about. The people that they had in, like, the quote-unquote, like... I don't think they called it a sanctum,
okay,
but
so
they called
those
it a...
people were just locals who were pagan. The Arian heresy is the thing that Arthur constantly is focused about, and that involved Pelagian. The Pelagian heresy, not Arian heresy.
Oh, right. Yeah, because it was... Yeah. I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, you're talking about the issue he had with the his core beliefs were based on, is it Pelagio?
Pelagius, yeah. He's a philosopher who was opposite St. Augustine. And St. Augustine won the debate in our world. And St. Augustine claimed that Pelagius was Manichaean, which means he was a believer in Gnostic tradition and that the God of the Old Testament was an evil God and that Jesus was the counter to the evil God, serving the true God. And that basically revering the Old Testament was dangerous, was what the accusation was. But if you read Augustine's writing and how he talks about God, Augustine's the Manichaean, not Pelagian. Because Pelagian never talked about God hating him. St. Augustine talks about God hating him a lot. There's a lot of fun, like, in the deep in the religious stuff, like, anyone who talks about God hating, like, sinners in the hands of an angry God, that's technically a Gnostic teaching. And we just, like, we skip over that in American Christianity because technically every American religious Christian denomination in America, like all of those weird branches, Baptist, Methodist, they're all heretical to any of the major churches in Europe.
Yeah.
We don't talk about, like, how vulnerable the nunnery was to just random dudes saying what they thought. There were just a ton of explosions a few minutes ago, and I'm like, a bit early for the 4th, isn't it? That's real, Ogris.
Yep, but the fireworks stands are open, so...
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah! People gotta be like, hey, Ducky, what's your plans for 4th of July? And be like, fucking nothing.
Hey, Meadow, I got a coddle. Got a little quaddle.
A quaddle.
Skips a turn to get temporary invulnerability. Okay.
It got movement.
Yeah. He turned into like a little statue. Oh, he's hovering on his tail! Oh, he's glowing. That's really cute.
Oh, that's cool. He actually, his design reminds me of, I know I haven't showed you Coco because Coco's sad. Coco make me cry. But it reminds me of how the Alebrijes look in Coco.
We love the Alebrijes.
Yes, even the weird sausage-looking dog Alebrije.
I don't deal in scrap parchment? Wow, asshole. Okay. Okay, dude. That's fucked up. He gives shit prices.
Where? Oh, there.
That's fine. I don't care about the gogs. Oh, hell yeah. He's a magic caster.
Kind of hard to use your keyboard if it's not on.
It's plugged into the wrong computer.
No, it's plugged in the right computer, but it wasn't turned on that time.
Quaddle, he wears armor now as a Crimson Quaddle. He's not Rainbow, though. but he's got armor. I think the rainbow one's actually cool. I really like the crimson version. He's kind of a downgrade, but he's got like a little face mask. I kind of dig that. He gets temporary invulnerability without skipping a turn. Urgh.
I remember how to animate. Hello.
Heat stroke attack. What the fuck does that mean?
He'll stroke your heat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Baby, put out my fire.
Also, Minnow, you should be proud of me. I sold a bunch of dog tags today.
Good job.
I knew those furry bitches would like it.
Not just the furry bitches, also the pups. Not all
I don't
pups
know that
have the furry fandom.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know that I've ever met someone that was one and not the other, but fair.
I've met a couple.
Ugh. That's fair.
They like the aesthetic, but they also don't like the furry fandom for some reason.
Furry fandom all over the place. Furry
Like,
fandom,
I hate the furry fandom, but I am the furry fandom at the same time.
Yeah. But I feel like that's also because, like, you've been a furry for a while, so, like, I feel like that's like an Undertale fan type thing of, like, I've been here since the ship sank, like, I'm still...
It's 2026. I've been a furry since 2015.
Okay, so yeah, you've been a furry for
So 11 years.
what? 11? Yeah, I could do math. 11 years. That's how long I've been doing digital art. Digital
Oh,
art.
excuse me. Debatable?
Dibitable. Indubitably.
Indubitable.
I'm a silly Billy.
Yeah, you are.
Rude.
No, you were just spitting facts. I was agreeing.
Rude.
It's not rude. You were spitting facts. I was agreeing with.
I said rude.
That was rude.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
why I said
pretty
fucking
rude.
rip. Isn't that what's that from? It's the one where she has a hole in her chest.
Yeah, it's the one where the
Ah, fuck.
lesbians try to kill each other because of their cheating ex. They're not really lesbians, but you know.
Yeah, but they're women and you know, they hate each other, so people are gonna be like, yeah, they're hate fucking.
They hate fuck.
They hate fucking. I'm like, I don't think they are. Nah, they're hate fucking. And I'm like, okay.
They're getting it. They're hitting it. Up and down, slipping it. Oh, that guy just avoided me. Okay. Rude. Guess I'll have to kill him.
Guess I'll have to kill you.
Death become her.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh my lord, I keep getting pings. Yeah, so there's a Pokemon tournament tomorrow in Cobblemon, but I don't know if I'm allowed to...
You are not allowed to join it because you didn't get the badge.
No, I know I can't join it. No, I know I can't join it. But, like, I don't know if they care if people just, you know, like, chill to say hi, so...
I don't think they would care. You could probably message in saying, hey, I know I'm not part of the championships, but could I come in and watch?
Yeah. But also I figured like it would be good to have other camera angles because it's kind of hard to get a good camera angle when you're battling.
Oh, Quaddle attacking now. Ooh, he got extra round. That's a lot of Dillos.
Hello?
What? I said Dillos. Hired a bunch of
I thought you said I did not hear
Oh, wow,
Dillos.
wow, Minnow, where's your head at, bucko? Wow.
I'm talking to gay people online. That's where my head is.
Wow, okay, yeah,
That's real.
It is sus, because I'm on my Twitter, so fuck you.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's real.
Let's really confuse you and Dickie's moms by having a third involved.
I mean, Ducky's parents probably would be apoplectic. My mom would just be like...
Okay, look, Doug might be like, okay. Mm-hmm. I feel like my dad would immediately... I feel like my dad would immediately make a joke of like, hey, why couldn't I have a second girlfriend?
Poor mom.
It's very on par with my father. However, my mom would definitely murder that person. In Minecraft.
No, I think the thread is outstanding on its own. It's fine. Hell hath no fury like Donna thinking she's been scorned.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, I'm really hoping that somebody... I know a couple people got pictures of me today, but whether or not those people actually
I was gonna say
post them or send them.
The sword and brooms people who were there got a lot of pictures of the person that Shep and Scott aren't talking to anymore.
Yeah, Shep brought up to me at one point where she was like, "We have the pigeons. Do you think we could ask them to not let them come?" I was like, yeah. It's like, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't.
That's a lot of drama. That being forced.
I was telling her that if he tries to start something or he's bad mouthing us, then we can bring it to them. But prior to that, we just leave it.
He's just an annoying prick. He doesn't need to be anything more.
Yeah. Well, it's just I don't blame her. It's that mentality of like you want to get back at them.
My neighbors are blasting fireworks now because it's starting to get darker in the sky.
Yeah.
Kona, America.
Earlier today, someone was shooting off fireworks, and the owner of the place I work at and I looked at each other and we're like, it's literally noon. Why are you shooting off fireworks? You can't see shit in the sky. You just get smoke. Why are you wasting your money?
You gotta let everyone know I love America.
Yeah.
It's like at that point, just go outside with a shotgun, shoot it up in the sky. You'll get the same experiments.
I actually don't know which one would be more expensive. I feel like in the long run, the gun would be more expensive.
Well, how much would a bullet be, or how much would a shotgun shell cost compared to fireworks that leave the ground that are technically illegal in our state?
Are they? Wait, if they're illegal in your state, how do they sell them?
They
do they not have pop-up stands?
They get around it by having a waiver saying you won't use them in the state when they're selling them.
Yeah, Indiana and Illinois have the same bullshit too. It's great.
Oh, okay.
They're just like, hey, we'll sell these to you, but you can't use them here. You just have to agree you won't use them here.
Oh, so
but then people use them here anyway, so the business doesn't get upset. But if the people get caught by starting a fire, because that's the only thing the police department of Middleton cares about, is if they start a fire, then there's an issue.
Well, I mean, that makes sense, but yeah.
But it's technically illegal in Idaho, and because we are in a drought, even though it just rained, so right now it's time to set off fireworks.
I was gonna say it doesn't get rid of the fact that like you said you guys have been without rain for a while.
Yeah, it's been the winter since we had our last rainstorm.
Yeah, which is not good.
We had rain this year instead of
snow. Which is very much not good in the sense of fireworks because yes, it's good that it rained yesterday, but that's only going to get the topsoil. That's not going to get the underneath.
Yeah.
So. Oh, also, speaking of that person that we don't like, he officially changed his tip jar. He is now saving up for a new drawing tablet that's $700.
That's funny.
Yeah. It's funny, especially because it's actually it might be the newer version, but it's the same tablet that I have. So I thought that was funny.
Yeah, that is pretty funny.
For once, I have the thing that the rich boy doesn't have. And that's because my grandpa loves me. Okay, me too. Also, I did feel really bad for Scott today because Kayla only brought one chair.
I literally asked if he needed a chair.
Yeah.
Did he stay the entire time?
Yep.
Feels fucking bad. Oh, hey,
So me and Scott played chair roulette all day.
I feel really bad. I was thinking about leaving the folding chair with you.
Well, and that's what I told him. I was like, if he would have said something to you or to me,
I literally asked him if he needed one. He didn't seem like you needed one.
Yeah, well, fast forward to, middle of the day when Kylie's like, hey Scott, my feet hurt. Also, me when I drop my name, it's fine.
Me when.
I realized it after the fact.
You had a Mama Zella moment. It's hilarious.
It's fine.
Oh, Mama Zealot's dropped her name on stream before.
And mine.
Oh my god,
my name,
Zealot's name. Zealot's dad's name.
That was
just the whole lineage.
That doesn't much. Oh,
no, but I do think it's funny because you could tell she's trying to censor from saying your name. so she swaps to your dad's name. Which I think is really funny, because I'm like, damn, that man's not even here, and you're yelling at him. It's fucked up. He's not even the one playing Wizard with you right now.
This might be the end of the road.
What did you send me? What did I don't know everything about them. Commit crimes on principle, knowing more just verifies it's for a good cause. That's valid, though. Oh, you're too pretty to go to jail.
But orange is my color.
It's okay. That was... Oh, I didn't get to tell Minnow about that. I assume you didn't tell Minnow about it. So we had a Karen moment this morning.
Uh-oh.
So I was running behind, and I had to stop and get cash, and then I was going to stop at a gas station and get, like, body armors and stuff to break the cash. And so I was running, like, 30 minutes behind. And so my friend Shep calls me, and she's like, hey, so we're booth number 49, right? And I'm like, yeah, we're booth 49. Like, we checked it the other day to make sure, like, see where we were sitting and whatnot. So this woman who got there about the same time Shep did. I'm trying my best. It's hard because I never call her Shep to her face. But she got there around like a little bit before Shep had arrived, which was like, she got there around 8. And setup started at 7:30, so like I don't know how early this woman got there, but the lady, she said something to the lady like, "Hey, you know, what's your booth number? We're booth number 49, so I think this is our spot," because they had painted numbers on the ground, like they had little cones to tell you where to put your stuff. And she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm number 48." Mind you, I heard this on the phone, and so Shep was just like, "Oh, okay, well I think you're in our spot." And the next thing I hear over the phone is, "Oh, well, I'm already set up, but I chose this side." So, fast forward, like, another 15, 20 minutes, I stopped at the gas station, and I'm pulling up now. The lady flat out just ignored the event organizer, who came over to say, "Hey, this is not your spot." So we got moved to a different spot, which actually, it ended up being better. We got a lot of foot traffic. But Smile may or may not have got into the Discord Smile that is called Queer Fredericksburg and told everyone, "Hey, the pigeons won't be at booth 49 because Karen decided to take the spot, Smile." So it might not have been a lot of people, but it made me feel better because there were definitely people that decided not to go to that booth today. Because when I tell you, and I'm sure Zealot can attest to it, when I pulled up, I was ready to like hop out the car and fight somebody. I was ready to go Karen mode on that woman. Like I was pumped up. I had been working myself up. I was coming up with excuses. I was like, "Hi, you know, like my partner that's doing this with me, she has POTS and she has Ehlers-Danlos, so she's disabled. So we really need to be in the shade. We also have live animals with us." But as soon as like I rolled down the window, I was telling Zealot, I was like, "Hey Zealot, go get the car. I need to go get this lady." And then my friend Shep was like, "No, you don't. Stop it." And I'm like, but I thought I was fighting somebody.
You don't need to fight.
And if you don't move from this spot, you're being a bigot.
Smile.
I don't know if you can play that card with everyone.
Yeah.
Hey, we don't know if that Karen was a lesbian.
True.
She could have been the only straight person there being a bitch.
That's what Shep said while we were setting up the tent, Zealot, that I told her she couldn't say out loud because she whispered it to me. She whispered, she was like, "She didn't even look queer." And I was like, "You can't say that, we'll get canceled."
God damn.
You can't say that.
God damn, Shep, you can't say that shit.
Well, I was glad she whispered it. I was like, "Ma'am, you are so lucky that only like half the vendors are here. They're gonna think that we're assholes." But yeah, other than that, the day was really good though. It was just busy. Oh my god, busy. And well, you were there when it sprinkled the first time. It sprinkled again after that. But it wasn't any heavy rain. We actually had more of an issue with they apparently let some people fill their water bottles or spray, or no, not water bottles. They had tent weights that were like the ones you fill with water, and they filled them with a hose, and the water was actually running all the way down into our booth. So like I very quickly like pulled up all of the paper bags and the tote bags off the floor because I was like, oh god, these paper bags will get obliterated. So besides the flood of 26, we did pretty fine. But yeah, somebody in the Discord apparently replied to me, which I didn't see because I pretty much only used my phone for the card transactions and stuff after we set up. But like they were like, wow, it would really be a shame if nobody went to this booth because this lady's rude. It's like, oh my god, that would be so sweet of you. Totally wasn't my intention by texting that the whole time.
You know when my wife has
But
got
yeah.
a vendetta.
Well, just because like there's no reason for that. Like we all paid. The only people that paid extra are the people who are like sponsors or have like 2 booths or whatever. Like you're not any more special than anyone else. We all have assigned spots. They told us where they were before you arrived there. Who the fuck are you to show up and be like, actually, this is my spot. Like that's just annoying to be annoying, you know?
But yeah. I mean, I get it.
It's just frustrating.
Oh, I just saw a regular. Are those fireworks?
Wait, you saw what?
Oh, there was a ring alert from the community which said, "Are those fireworks?"
Oh yeah, I saw it too. I was like, oh my god, Oberus is in our ring. Bird and friends,
Yeah,
not bird, not bird,
abominable.
bird, not bird, not bird, not bird. Big chopper, I eat dirt. That's tough. Not bird. Computer. Miku. I have so many questions because those are definitely Pokemon.
The caption was my favorite thing about VGC is the nicknames.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, I was kind of sad that in Cobblemon we couldn't name our Pokemon.
Were you not allowed to, or you didn't know how?
I might not have known how.
If you click on their name, like when you open up the sheet where you would like change their attacks and stuff or evolve them, if you clicked on their name, you could change their name.
Oh, okay.
But
it's fine.
You know that for next time when we do our own server.
Yeah. Well, that's also one of the reasons that I didn't really bother with like building a team is because they did say they're going to leave the server up like at least afterwards, but like the mods aren't really going to be on, so like it's mostly just going to be like for like Minecraft purposes or like playing gyms and catching Pokemon and stuff. So and obviously like somebody has to pay for the server to be up, so like I don't know how long they're going to keep it up.
Ari? Yam, Kasachi. Rima, Kunanka. Ripoccani. Ari? Unanchaska, Kamachi. Ari? Unanchaska.
My dream job, unemployed with a mysterious source of income.
Yeah, I second that.
Jay, Gorilla, Ari, Jaku, Gorilla, Jaku, Gorilla, Ari, Jaku, Ari, Gorilla, Jaku, Ari.
Ime. Kunanka. Ai murai.
Kamachiwa, Kasachi. Ari. Kunanka.
But yeah, I was also talking about bullying our friendship into going to a con. So like I was like, what if we collaborate with Tony and like pick a con in Philly to go to? I'm just like, damn it, woman, I just want to go to a convention. Please. I don't know how far Philly is though. Is Philly super far? I know it's not like
4 to 6 hours. It just depends on how
okay.
traffic is.
Okay.
Yum. Kamachiwa. Sayarichi. Kasachi. Ari.
But yeah, Scott said that he wasn't gonna stay all day, and then he proceeded to stay all day. So your wife did not sit down very much.
As I say, that's very Scott behavior.
Yeah, but you know, he's still technically in heart failure, so
Yep.
not
I'm not
the
criticizing
greatest
him.
idea. Huh?
I'm not criticizing him. I'm just pointing out that that's very Scott behavior to do that.
No, I'm criticizing him, don't worry. It's actually really funny because sometimes whenever I do like crack back at him, he gets actually kind of like, I can't tell if he's actually upset, but he's just like, he'll give me a look of like, that hurt. And I'm like, dude, you roast everyone around you all the time, and I make one quip and you're like
Yeah. You're not supposed to say the mean things.
Gorilla.
I don't think he's that sensitive, but I think he hams it up a bit.
No, yeah, he's being dramatic. But it's just like I just it's those moments that I just look at him and I'm like, are you being for real right now? I'm just like, you're not kidding? Like this is not a joke? What?
Kunanka. Sayarichi. Rimai. Yum.
But yeah, no, I felt bad that he didn't have a chair, but it was also just like he also never went to Possums after he went and got change and stuff. And I was just like, you could just go across to the parking garage because I went to go get my charging cord for my car, and even just in the bottom floor of the parking garage was a lot cooler because of the shade. So like,
yeah,
I was just like, dude, there's places to go and cool off. And he's like, no, chair. And I'm like, okay, buddy.
Kamachiwa. Yum. Kasachi. Rimai. Ari. Kamachiwa. Uyanchaska. Sayarichi. Rimai.
Kan. Ai murai.
Yum. Kasachi. Aimurai. Ari. Pokani. Will you Kunanka? Sayarichi. Rima. Sayarichi. Ari, kamachiuai, will you?
Also, I don't know if you ran into them, but Octavia stopped by a couple of times and said hi.
Yeah, no, she stopped by when I was there.
Okay.
I didn't
I couldn't
process
remember.
who it was initially.
That's fair.
Yum.
And that's not criticizing how they looked or what their behavior was, just more like I didn't immediately process who they were.
No, I mean, you also, like, you've only met them a handful of times in person, so.
Yeah.
Hi, boy. Meow. Meow, meow.
Ari,
What?
murai.
What? I'm not allowed to lay in bed, but I'm not allowed to draw? What am I allowed to do?
Nothing.
Perish.
Mom. What, my boy? What, my boy? Oh, are you hungry? You probably
Yeah.
are.
It's getting close to midnight when we would now do the wet food feeding.
Have a good night, Oberus. Sorry if
Oh,
I'm
good
late
night,
seeing your
Oberus.
message. Hi, boy. No. No chocolate ice cream. No. No. Yes, you're very cute. You're very cute, and I love you. And you do have big dilated eyes right now, but no. He's like, but Mom, what if I boop your nose and like yawn cutely in your face?
Sayarichi. Sayarichi. Yum.
Hi, honey.
Ari,
Meow.
Sayarichi.
Ryder, that's really not necessary, boy. Ryder. Ryder.
Ryder entering his rude arc.
Stop. Boy. Down. Down. Down.
Will you?
Freaking brat.
Ripokan. Will you? Will you? Will you?
Oh, Menno, you have a task between now and tomorrow. You gotta remember that song that you said you wanted me to sing as Toad.
I cannot remember. All I know is towards the end of your stream.
Rimai. Sayarichi.
I'll have to try to check the VOD
Oh,
if I have time.
I was like, towards the end of my stream, and I was like, oh, you mean like on the VOD? Yeah. Well, I
Yeah,
have
VOD on
auto.
Thursday.
I have them set to auto publish now, so like you should be able to see them at least.
Yum.
But no, yeah, I haven't gone through and clipped stuff. There's a lot of good stuff to clip. I just
Kamachi.
haven't had time.
Sayarichi.
Yeah, it was either your Tuesday or your Wednesday stream, I believe.
Sayarichi.
Understandable.
Hi, Mr. Ryder. Yes, I know you're there.
Father, I'm here and I'm hunger.
Yes, he is. He is hunger. He is rub against Dad. Hunger.
Dad, hungry.
Mark.
Boy, I'm playing a game, Mr. Ryder. You need to be nice.
And?
He's being rude. He's being rude. You're up in my business, and that's not nice, boy. You need to stop that.
Kamachiuai. Sayarichi. Sayarichi. Sayarichi.
Stop that. You'll get fed at midnight. That's when we do your med.
Not soon enough.
There's no food in my bowl, Dad. What fucking crime is this?
Hey, I mean, hey, that means he probably likes the food at least.
Well, I also figured out why the food probably went stale. He tore a big hole at some point in the bag.
Oh.
Yeah, it was on the inside wall, facing the closet wall. So I don't know if you would have seen it immediately, but when I picked the bag up to investigate it to like figure out why it went stale so hard, I saw that. I was like, oh well, that explains everything now.
Yep.
It's like, well, boy, you did it to yourself. I feel bad. But I don't know what you want. Ryder, that's a chord. You can't bat at that. I am glad you're playful and angsty. Go upstairs. Dad is playing a ranked game. Be nice to Dad. Dad is playing a ranked game. I'm gonna keep bopping you, boy, because you're being disrespectful.
Father, I do not care.
He's being a little shit. I'm gonna keep bopping, boy. You know I will. Do you want this aggression play? You'll get this aggression play.
Father, help.
Ryder. Stop. Be nice. You can be a good boy. You can. It's in you. Yeah, don't look at me funny. I know you can be a good boy. You don't
Can I, Dad? Can I be a good boy,
You don't
Dad?
have to be a little asshole. You're just choosing to be a little asshole. Ryder. This is just getting ornery behavior here. It's getting silly. I don't know why you're behaving this way.
Yum. Sayarichi. Rima. Sayarichi. Kamachiwai. Sayarichi. Sayarichi. Ari. Ari. Sayarichi. Sayarichi. Rima. Sayarichi. 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 Ari. Sayarichi. Kamachiwai. Sayarichi.
Be nice. Ryder, stop! Okay, you're done. You're done. Go upstairs.
Ari.
No.
I'm not telling him to go bug you. I'm telling him to go up, wait for his food.
You know exactly what you're telling him to do.
Yeah, well,
Don't
okay.
lie to me.
Try harder.
Sayarichi.
I will.
Yeah.
Rima.
Bitch.
He's being a little asshole.
Oh, so it's fine if he's a little asshole to me.
Yeah.
Your mom stopped playing a ranked game. Go bother her.
Yeah, real. She's not sweating right now, you know. Go work her up. It's fine.
Kamachiwai. Sayarichi.
Chop trees there. And we'll start getting food. Over here.
Ari. Sayarichi. Sayarichi.
Okay. They're Roman, aren't they? No, it's Chinese. Okay. I don't need that then.
Rimai. Ari. Rimai. Will you?
Jay, Gorilla, Ari. Shaku. Jay, Ari. Jay, Gorilla.
This is fucked up. I can't beat the allegations.
What allegations?
Every guy I have talked to and have found interest in has been close to 6 foot or not up or not above.
Oh. So you like him tall. What's wrong with that? Okay, don't die. Don't die on the call out.
You killed him.
I didn't think it was that hard of a call out.
I get called a height chaser. I'm like, I'm not. It's not my fault that all the guys I like end up being tall.
Fake news, you know? It's fair.
Like, my first male ex was 6'5", and then the next one was 6'1". Then the other one was a little shorter, but then again, they were straight, so they don't really count. And then my last ex was 6 foot, even. And now the guy I'm talking to now is 5'11".
So you just have a type. It's fine. Just the dead quiet.
And the worst part is all of them have been bottoms.
Well, that's not necessarily surprising. I feel like a lot of online dating is probably a lot less toppy gays than there are bottomy gays looking for a hookup. It's not saying that they don't exist, it's just I feel like there's enough stereotyping that occurs.
Yeah, the worst part is in gay culture, it's way too hiccup themes. There's a lot less people actually wanting long-lasting relationships.
Yeah.
Or as compared to my ex, someone who didn't want to try when things got difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then said that I didn't like my job, even though they were the one that constantly complained. But because they saw I had a second application on the bedside table because I was going to get a second job in the mall, just so I could help pay rent and get bills paid back up and
insane.
Start helping to, pay everything off again. That's crazy. Why would you be wanting to be an effective partner who isn't toxic in the relationship?
Just because I don't have college degrees, I can't get a good paying job with a lot of benefits.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna be real. Even nowadays, college degrees doesn't get you that all the time. So,
yeah, I know, but it's harder.
Yeah, life is pain. I cry.
So I'm like, fine, I'll work at Spencer's, and then there's a pizza place literally right above me. I worked in pizza for over 12 years.
Yeah.
If I bring my application over there saying, hey, I am working part-time at this job, could I also work part-time here? Or are you having better
and I mean, most places in
hours and I work full-time here?
Yeah.
I've worked pizza for 12 years. I know how to toss a pizza. I know how to sauce cheese and top it. I know how to mix sauce. I know how to keep a pizza in the oven from burning. I know how to manage when it comes to getting
I was
people
gonna say,
to
be careful
multitask.
saying those words.
Yeah, I know how to get people.
You've entered the danger zone.
What do you mean the danger zone?
Being a fucking manager, that shit sucks.
Oh, I know. Oh, trust me,
They
I
do
know.
get paid better. They do get paid better.
I would have to go through a lot of manager training because the only manager trainings I have is I know how to do the good customer servicing, and I know how to keep people on task in that environment. I don't know the other ins and outs of managing, other than helping people stay on topic and how to help customers with what they need from a manager.
Right.
And how to keep a calm head and how to constantly keep order while talking to Karen.
Hi, Ryder. Welcome back, my love. Meow.
Meow meow.
Like, it was funny when Spencer told me, like, hey, if you end up having a store close by when you move back to Idaho, give them my number and we can get you in as like a shift lead. Like, I could just skip being a normal person.
Ryder.
And I could just go up to the next stage. They're like, you do
Right.
good. You have good customer service.
Meow meow. Meow meow. Meow meow. Meow meow.
And I was willing to front face and come in for other people.
Meow. Meow meow meow. Yeah, that's how I got a good reputation when I worked at most of my retail jobs in general, but especially Papa John's. Hi, Ryder. Oh my god, child. You got 15 minutes, bro. Ryder?
It's funny how they just like, hey, you actually cover for people? You're like our new #1 favorite.
Yeah. Zealot actually got to meet the lady that that was the manager at Claire's, who was like, if this boyfriend of yours shows up and he's a creep, you gotta come tell me so that I can make sure you keep your job. It's just like, I love you. I still have her on my LinkedIn and everything. She's such a sweetheart, but she was just like, she was I don't know if she's still doing managing at Claire's, but like, she got so many just teenagers or like people in their 20s who just would not commit to the job at all. Like, they would show up and they would like check people out occasionally. That was about it. And I was just like, man, like, retail's not that hard of a job tasking wise on a like front facing, you know, like you're the cashier. For the most part, you know, you're ringing people up, you're greeting people, checking stuff like in case things have fallen off the floor or whatever, like straightening up, and then like sweeping. But like even with just like those few tasks, there were a lot of people that would just come in and play on their phone the whole time. And she was just like, Ducky, do you have to leave? And I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry. And that's one of the reasons why I talk so bad about being managers, like under like especially like like bigger companies. It's fucking torture. It's
You become a punching bag.
Yeah, it's awful. Like I don't fault anybody that does it because usually they do it because they have to. There are a lot of people who like maybe enjoy that part of retail, but like that was one of the things that I didn't like about it was like, Ryder, quit. But like I didn't enjoy it. I don't mind doing retail at face value, but whenever it got to a point where like they were having us do like promotional stuff or like having us saying, you know, you need to greet everybody that comes in the door. You need to ask them if they need help, tell them about the promotions going on, all of that sort of stuff where like you're kind of hounding people was where I was just like, yeah, I don't get paid enough to do that. So and the funny part was that like my manager that I was like telling that to at Hot Topic when I was working out here, she was like, I don't blame you, but as a manager I cannot condone. And I was like, no, that's fair, get your coin, that's valid. Like I have no beef with you. But like I don't know. I have a lot of fun doing retail, like with my boothing stuff, and I don't have to worry like as much in the like I guess like ethical or like moral sense of like, oh God, did I like harass somebody today? Because you know, when you go to markets, the people that go to markets are usually there looking to buy something. So it's like it's not the same thing as where, you know, you're in a mall and like some people just look around. Which I mean, people do that at markets too. But it's a lot more acceptable at like a market, like if I'm drawing or something in between. Whereas like when I worked at Hot Topic, And again, it was the same thing of like corporate would get mad because they were checking the security footage and they were like, "Oh my God, Ducky is at the cash register drawing," and I'm like, "Yes, Susan, it's it's 8 a.m. on like on a Tuesday. Nobody's in Hot Topic right now." Oh, but yeah, it's one of the reasons why like I tell people, especially whenever I go to Pride stuff, I run into a lot of people who are like very extremely anti-corpa, and I'm like, okay, I'm not entirely anti-corpa because there are corporations that are smaller run and run well, but like I do not like the over corporatization that we have nowadays of stuff. But like it's not that new of a concept. It's just a lot more talked about now than it used to be. And I mean, obviously, a lot of that is because of the internet, and so like it's a lot easier to access information or talk to people about their jobs now.
Mm-hmm.
And because like that was one of the things that I've always enjoyed as a motif in like especially like the 80s and with music is like talking about like that dreaded like day to day 9 to 5 going into an office that you hate kind of thing. Because like it's really like it's still applicable to a lot of people today. And it's one of the reasons why I don't like DC is because like DC has culturally become very much the place where like you have to try to fit in. And like I just really hate that. Like that's just I don't know. Like I don't want to say it's anti-American, but also like to a degree it feels like the opposite of a melting pot. It's like, "Oh, well if you put a suit on, you know, we'll probably respect you." And it's just like, "Okay, but what if I don't want to wear a suit because they're uncomfortable?" It's like, "Oh, well then, you know, you're lazy." Like this is something me and Zealot have talked about a lot because like he went to school in DC, and like if you ever visit DC, you'll see a lot of people walking around in just like full suits all the time. Like literally when I went to that bar that's down the street from where Zealot went to grad school at, like there were literally people in full suits in the bar eating like mozzarella sticks or some shit. And I was just like, why? Like I can't comprehend it. But that's also because I have always been very upfront. Oh, okay.
She's still on Play Marvel, and then Lucid is with her, so I figured I was just gonna read them.
Ooh. Okay. Sorry. But yeah, no, there's a lot of people that wear suits and ties all the time in DC or in the surrounding areas, and it weirds me out a lot.
People are scary.
Yeah, I agree. It also wasn't until I moved out here that I saw somebody walking around a mall in a suit. That was new.
All right, everyone, we're gonna be out for the day. Duck is gonna stream tomorrow, I think.
Yeah, there's a Pokemon tournament.
And then I'll probably stream in the evening because the Duck will be doing a little after party for the SummerSlam thing. So we'll see you later. Bye!